What's going on? This is the NOC, the Nerds of Color, and we are back with another ShoPowSho. This is going to be a crazy one, a wild one. We are doing a Dungeons and Dragons D&D night. You see me, Kuyapi, aka Bathala, and I've got the amazing Ates and a bunch of our amazing previous guests and upcoming guests, because not all the episodes have dropped yet. But yes, we're about to have fun. It's game night, ShoPowSho style, with the Filipinos fam in the house. Let's rock and roll. Let's do a round table.
Nope, not yet.
What's up? Oh, not yet? Okay.
No.
You know what? I'm passing it to Kat. I forgot that she's running the show. She's the dungeon daddy, the dungeon master, DM Kataphorric. What's up, girl? Go ahead.
All right. I set up a nice little space for us all to go around and say who we are and what we're playing. So I'm Kataphorric, and I will be DMing. I have done a few campaigns, homebrew and traditional style. I'm still kind of a new DM. If you're watching this and you might say, that's not how I do it, or that's not how it is in the book. First of all, D&D is as fun and as flexible as you make it. And second of all, so I'm really looking forward to this campaign, because we wanted to definitely touch base with some of these great people that we've had a chance to meet through the ShoPowSho. And also, while Dungeons and Dragons is a great game and it's tons of fun, it does sometimes fall into that trope of very Eurocentric, very medieval theme, very Caucasian kind of fantasy. And hopefully, by putting together more adventures in other settings, it'll be more accessible for lots of people to play. So I'm going to go ahead and set our scene for our adventure, and then we'll get a chance to go around and introduce who we are IRL and who we're playing in the game. So to set the scene, you all hail from the Marami Islands, a more or less peaceful collective of individually governed island chains that has existed as an independent sovereign nation for hundreds of years. Each island has its own individual characteristics, culture, and way of life, but the islands as a whole are fertile, teeming with ocean life and agricultural prosperity, as well as established trade routes and diplomacy among neighbors. Now the Marami Islands are facing their greatest threat. The mage Ellen has come to conquer and subjugate your people. After several skirmishes, you have gathered on the beach on the eve of battle to discuss your plan for an all-out final assault. Each of you is a chosen representative and embody the best and brightest of what your particular island has to offer. So now we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. So let's start with Ashley.
Hi, can you hear me? I just unplugged and re-plugged in my mic. Test, great.
Yeah,
Hi,
you're good.
My name is Bakit, and I am a tiefling bard.
Excellent. And let's see, Kenneth.
Hey, everybody. IRL, my name is Kenneth. And today, my Zit and we will be playing Philip Eno. He's a human cleric, and he's just a small town boy on a gap year.
Love it. All right, Zedrick, you're up.
Hi, I am Zedrick Restauro in real life. Today, I am Zedobong Manok, a tiefling druid, and very excited to get into this. I'm a total noob, so let's see how this goes.
It's gonna be great. Tammy, you're up.
Well, buhay everybody. I'm Tammy Vinte Cruz. I go by Nina Nunu on the internets, but today I am playing Mari Ismol de Wende, which is a sorcerer gnome. So let's do this.
Excellent. Kuyapi.
Yo, first off, did you see Mara's Tammy has like the character art and everything? Like, yo, I can't with that. That is dope.
I lifted this, to be fair. I didn't have time to illustrate it, so I just lifted it.
Oh, okay.
Putting us to shame. I love it.
Hey, that's dope. What up, Kuyapi from the ShoPowSho, and I am today Bathala, a tiefling sorcerer. Ready to rock and roll, total noob as well, but I'm excited and delighted to have fun with y'all.
And to round us out, Tina.
Hi, I am Tina Viva Valentina, and I am playing Diniguan Yu, who is a half-elf paladin.
Excellent.
And she goes by Dinny.
Denny. Excuse me. Okay, so where we pick up is the camp of the Kapitaran militia. You have joined, it is set among the dense jungle that skirts the beach. A camp messenger has brought each of you here at the border, where the greenery begins to give way to white sand. There are small markers along the ground here at the edge of the campsite that warn where the line of sight begins for the dark ships that you can see along the horizon. The sun is just beginning to set, and it reflects violent orange and red in the water, a precursor for the blood that will be spilled the next day. A female warrior greets each of you as you arrive. She looks to be in her 40s, and she has long dark hair streaked silver, braided back from her face, and wears what appears to be leather armor. What's everybody's passive perception?
13.
13.
Mine is 11.
Minus
9.
12.
Okay, so my 13s notice that there is a strange shimmer to her armor that is not usual for leather armor. If you had a 13, you can do I'll say you can do a nature check to see if you know what's so special about it. So what you do for that is you roll a d20, so one of the 20-sided dice. And then if you have any numbers next to your skill for nature, you can add that to your roll. And then you're going to tell me what you got.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna try as well. Okay, but I got an 8.
Okay, so it's very pretty and shiny, Denny. But Philip, you think that it reminds you a little bit of fish scales. And the woman introduces herself as Naya, the second in command. Now that you are all gathered here, I will explain. Our leader will prevail in tomorrow's battle, but a seer has foretold a complication. The mage Ellen, who will come ashore leading forces to certain death, will be a doppelganger, a magical copy sent to distract us, while the real mage will be safely aboard his ship, ready to lead a second wave. Your task is to infiltrate that ship and stop the second wave by any means necessary. Do you accept this mission?
As a noble paladin, representative of my island, yes.
Yeah, I think I took a wrong turn. I was looking for like the info center. But this is really fun. Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. I've never been on a ship before.
We need every able body.
Awesome, I have a body. Sweet. I had a question. Well, I mean, while we're here, by the way, but the bucket and Zedabong, was it? Where are you from? I've never seen you. Wow, you're striking.
There's just around the corner, there's a couple caves, and it's just where I call home. If you kind of head back, it's a really big neighborhood. Some people get lost sometimes. All the caves really look similar to each other, but you keep on heading back, take a right at the third rock, and that's my crib.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but like, where are you from?
I don't understand your question. Can you expand on that a little further?
Yeah, I mean, like, like your parents? Like, where are your parents?
We're all from caves.
Okay.
Filipino, maybe I can ask you the same question.
Yeah.
Where are your family?
Yeah, I'm from a small village. It's called Carabeo. So we grow rice and grains and wheat. You probably know us for our beer. It's a small village. Blink and you'll miss it. I've just never seen. I've never met folks like you before. So wow, yeah.
Bakit? I think she means us tieflings.
Tieflings.
Yeah.
I thought that for a second you were asking for their like home address at this point. What the heck?
I wouldn't mind. I'll send a postcard. I mean, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind. So sorry. Continue.
You people are nice.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, that's my tiefling sister. What's up with that? Yo. Yo.
Oh, you're a tiefling too. Do you all know each other?
All right. The humans and the half elves, I feel, need to check their privilege. Um,
Is there a sense of all of us being related because we're all tieflings?
Well, you all look alike.
So,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
wow.
Wow.
I can
From
see
the
that
same
this will be a very successful mission with a very cohesive group of individuals with a common goal.
Really, I'm just here for whatever food comes my way when we go on our travels on this ship. So let's do this.
You will be rewarded if you are successful and you survive. So much food. Absolutely.
Great.
All right. So everyone accepts the mission?
Yes.
Yes, fantastic.
Yes.
Let's Leroy
So-
Jenkins this joint.
Now you have some options. So I will try to, since we have some newer players, suggest some things when we come to junctions. But if you have an idea that is not on my list, please feel free to just yeet it out there, okay? So now you're here at the border. You can either jumpstart your mission right away. You can ask Naya some more questions or for some clarification, or you can go back to camp to play for a bit before you leave. You can do anything you like, but I suggest not splitting up the party.
I have a question for Naya. If she's right in front of us.
By all means.
How did we know exactly that Mage Ellen is on the ship? The real Mage Ellen?
One of our seers has had a vision and has seen the what is to be in the battle tomorrow, and that is part of what we have learned, is that there will be a doppelganger on the shore while the true mage stays in his fortified ship.
Naya, was it?
Yes.
So that's a fancy word, doppelganger. I'm just trying to relate to it. So back home, we have these two girls, Mary Kate and Ashley, and they do tricks on the village elders, they took the same date to prom, and like one would go to the, use the outhouse and the other would be at the date, and then, they switch places. Is that kind of like a doppelganger situation?
Exactly like that, except with a lot more magic and murder and, they don't tend to use their powers for such a positive and fun loving situation.
Gotcha.
Do we have like maybe a safe word perhaps, or secret word, something? Or is it just we're just gonna guess and then maybe we happen to remember they look kind of similar to this other person that we saw?
So how to figure out if it's the true? Actually, roll for persuasion. So roll a d20 and then add whatever's next to your persuasion. I'll say Naya looks reluctant to explain further. So you're going to persuade her to part with a little more information.
I also have a zone of truth spell. Is that relevant here?
If it's not considered polite to cast Zone of Truth on people, but if that is a choice you would like to make.
Politely pass for now.
So I get 13.
Okay, I'll say that's good enough. She's going to reach in her robes and she's going to pull out a small silver ring. And you can tell that it's magic because she's going to offer it to you. And I imagine you take it. And when you do so, you see that it shrinks from what would fit her human warrior-sized finger to one that will fit your teeny little gnome fingers. And she says, this ring will light up in his presence. He has a unique magical signature. It's not human.
Roger that. I've got it in my little pocket.
And good to know that Mage Ellen is a male.
Alan.
Alan! Yes, of course. Mage Alan.
I had fun with it. Anyway,
I'm gonna call him that to annoy him that.
did we have any other questions for Naya before we decide whether we're moving forward or going back to the camp for a bit?
Dinny is ready to move forward and face this evil head on.
Dinny, did you just vibrate with excitement? I think that.
It is my solemn duty to vanquish all evil.
Hey, same page. Well,
If I want the party to be prepared.
question for Naya. What kind of resources do we have to get out to a ship? Like, you know, do we just paddle? Like, how do you want to?
We do have these conveniently placed small boats that you can navigate silently up to your target should you be skillful with watercraft. You all are. So you
By
have
the way,
option.
one of my spells is Water Walk. So
Ooh, that might be handy.
we can just stroll there once we get to the beach. Yes.
That would be very helpful.
All right, so let's go around and see what everybody is feeling, whether they want to go ahead and press forward to the beach or they want to go back to the camp first. So, Bakit,
I'm
what are your
down.
thoughts?
Let's roll. I'm ready to get the party started.
Filipino?
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, whatever the group wants, you know, I'm here for the ride. This is cool.
Zedabong?
Onwards. Yes, let's.
Marismo?
Marshmallow is ready to go. I already went eehee, so let's do this.
All right. Batala?
Leroy Jenkins,
All
let's do it,
right.
bitch.
And Dinky is all for it. So you all start to make your way across the sand to get to the boats. I need everyone to make a stealth check, because you are now against this beautiful white sand. Even though it is starting to get dark, they do still have some visibility from the ship. Yes.
Yes, but before I set out across the sand, can I pray to Saint Aaliyah for guidance to quiet my footsteps? And I cast guidance.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
I say, thank you, Aaliyah. Your love is 1 in a million.
You feel the warmth of dulcet tones of your goddess whispering in your ear that all will be well. It's very melodious. All right, stealth checks. So everybody's rolled, and then you just add to your roll. We're using a D20 for that. Whatever's next to your stealth.
I rolled a 5.
Fantastic. All right, so we're gonna go 20 and up. Did anybody get a 20 or better?
I rolled a 10.
15 to 10, or 15 to 20, excuse me. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
15 to 20, and then 10 to 15, and then less than 10. Right. It's Didi. Kriya, what'd you get?
24 initially, now 18. Oh, you said go to 10 now? I'm sorry.
Did you, for your stealth?
Stealth, I initially rolled 24. You said D20, right? Roll a
Yeah.
D20.
So you got a.
I got 24 as a total.
What was on the dice?
I'm doing the roll dice thing, and I'm picking the number 21.
Yeah. What
right?
was on the dice?
Oh,
Are
you know what? I don't remember. I hit it. Let me hit it again. Oh, we're supposed to hit it like 4 times, right? Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Calm down.
So bad right
You're
now.
good. So when I'm going to share my screen for a second.
Okay.
But where it's not like picture taking where we're constantly like isa pa, and you have to keep rolling just the one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I share? I'm sharing. There I am. Okay, cool. Boop. All right, cool. So you guys just, you see my dice. So when I ask you to make most checks, things will be different when you're calculating like your attacks or like your damage or for your spells. It'll tell you which one of these to use. But when I ask you to make a check, what you do is you just hit that bad boy one time and then you add that to your sheet. So whatever that +1, +0, +2, +3, that's what you add.
Oh, so then I had a 20, then plus the 1. So
you rolled a 20. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's actually really good because a 20 is the best you can get out of a 20-sided dice.
Yeah.
So when you get a 20, you say nat 20, and it means that you usually get like an extra special bonus. So in this case, what happens is, as you're slipping through the sand, Deanie, what kind of, you're wearing metallic armor? Chainmail. Deanie trips and all her chainmail starts to clang, but you are so stealthy that on your tiptoes in the sand, you smoothly scoop her up and prevent her from falling, just like you've dipped her mid-stride ballroom dancing. It's very graceful, it's very impressive, and most importantly, it's totally silent, so she doesn't mess up.
Deanie is a little shaken at first, but then just lightly touches his hand in thanks.
Spicy.
And instantly falls in love.
If, meta, if anybody could fall in love in a 3-hour campaign, it would be you.
It's really important.
So, back in the zone. You guys are able to make your way across the sand without drawing any attention, and you are able to get onto one of the watercraft and slide it out into the water. Naya has shown you which of the ships you should be going towards. It's going to be the largest ship with the most ostentatious decorations. It's pretty obvious which one is housing the great Mage Ellen, right? So you're going to start sailing across there, and I just need everyone to make, let's call this, we'll call it a nature check. So everybody makes a nature check. And we'll see how well you are sailing this boat together. This is your first time rowing as a crew.
3.
And so again, I'll do by rank to kind of see how we are overall. So once you've got your number, just hang tight. All right, so 20 and up. Okay, 15 to 20. What'd you get?
17.
Got it. And then a 10 to 15. What'd you get?
12.
Excellent.
11.
11. Oh, good. And 5 to 10. What'd you guys get?
8.
Okay.
6.
Okay. I will say that you do manage to more or less quietly make your way across the waves towards this boat. Oh, did you get a 3?
I got 1, 2, 3.
Fantastic. So you are able to get across the water, but unfortunately, there is a bit of a wave, and all my 5s and below are now soaking wet. So it isn't affecting your HP or anything, but you are very cold and miserable.
Cool.
I'm not in that boat.
You're cold. It's out in the water. There's wind. There's, cold water on you.
And
But
I'm
are we
like,
all in the same boat?
You're all in the same little boat trying to get across the water.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, rock the boat, rock the boat.
Softly, right? Softly.
Softly to myself.
Sotto voce, right? All right, now we are coming toward up to the actual ship. Now, remember, you want to try to approach quietly, or do you? So 2 of you need to try to attach the boat that you're currently, the small boat that you're on, to the side of the ship. Who is it going to be?
I have a silent spell.
Ooh.
Because I'm tiny, I can like sneak around if somebody has something like a rope. And then I have a little charmy spell just in case I get caught. I don't know.
Okay. So does Bakit want to cast silence, which will create a 20-foot radius of quiet where even if Deanie does totally bite it, no one will be able to hear it. While Marismol uses her tiny stature and dexterity to attach the rope and create a little rope ladder on the side of the ship. Is that what we're going to try to do? Excellent. Go ahead and so Bakit casts her spell. Unless, did you have something?
I was gonna pray for guidance for whoever's gonna try and get on the ship again.
Okay, so
But,
you can
yeah.
absolutely do that. So as Bakit is casting the spell and the quiet is rolling through, right beforehand, Filipino is able to call out for guidance once more.
Dear Saint Aaliyah, if your girl only knew what kind of help we need.
And that feminine support bolsters Mary Small, and she receives a D4, right?
D4. Oh, and I say, thank you, Aaliyah. You are more than a woman.
Love this. Excellent. And Mary Small, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check with advantage. So that means you get to roll a D20 twice and take the best of the numbers. You guys don't have to mute yourself the whole time if you don't want to, because you're all traveling together and you might end up chatting. So I just if you're more comfortable doing it, feel free. Just don't feel. It's not quite so structured as a Zoom meeting, guys. I know we're automatically like on the mode, but
I got a 16.
Excellent. So that's quite good. Mary Small is able to, with her tiny little fingers and legs, kind of skitter up the side like a squirrel, tie up tie up all the rigging, and is not been detected. Mary Small, what's your passive perception?
11.
Okay, so you hear, as you are tying things, 2 voices, a man and a woman, speaking on deck, but you can't tell what they're saying unless you want to do an active perception check.
Let's do it.
All right, let's roll a D20.
I know, I got an 8.
No, you can't. You can't tell from where you are. You're just a little afraid that if you get closer, that they're going to be able to detect you. But you do catch a few words, and you can tell that they're surprised that no one has come to relieve them from duty yet. It's way past time for them to have changed the guard. Okay.
Okay.
So with that, you are all able to access the ship now.
Hey!
Cool.
Never met a gnome before, but she's really good at that. Attaching the boat.
She is. I'm very impressed.
Oh, is that what you are? I thought you were just like half of a human. Oh, that's cool. No,
Okay.
was it?
All right. I know my Lola is very short, but I just happen to take after my Lola, who is also just, I can't help that I'm like 3'1". I think I'm at my age, 122 years old. I think I look pretty good, but 3'1", that's it. I'm maxing out.
I think that's adorable. And I think, Philip, maybe after this is all done, maybe we can go visit your Lola.
I would love that.
Since we've never met gnomes before.
No, me either.
I mean, it's in the forest. It's cool. Just know your tabi-tabi pose and all that good stuff. Then we good.
Amazing. This has been a day of firsts. Met a tiefling, met a gnome, been on a big ship. This is great, you guys. What's next?
All right, you are all, as these quiet conversations are taking place, I assume that you are boarding the boat. And in what order? Who's going first and who's going last? Let me put it that way.
I want
To go last.
Okay. Is Deanie going first?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So Deanie is first. Bakit is bringing up the rear, and the rest of y'all are just kind of in the middle. And as you climb onto the boat, I need you to make a stealth check, Deanie, because you are a clinking and a clanging coming up the ladder.
That's not good. I want to see if I have. Is chainmail disadvantaged?
I'm gonna say no.
It is, but I rolled really bad anyway. So I got a 4.
All right. So as you're pretty good climbing up, but the minute that you set your foot down on the ship, it's just like soft bells ringling, and the two soldiers who had been closest, the ones that Mary Small overheard, turn and see all of you coming up the ladder.
Can I? So I look over at the guards and I'm like, oh, hey, hi, yeah. So Philip here. We're looking for guys. What was it, Ellen? We're looking for an Ellen.
Oh God, can I cast a spell just to make all of us invisible right now?
While they're staring at you?
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to allow it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, I want to cast Pass Without a Trace spell. What dice should I roll?
You should have cast that before I stopped.
I love this. So it actually, it's, oh my God. It's, you don't have to roll anything. It just takes place. And so everyone
cool.
now has a plus 10 to dexterity. And I need everyone to hurriedly make a stealth check. Basically what happens is that you clink, they turned, they saw you, and now you are all going to scatter on the deck of the ship and try to take cover and hide behind the mast and just disappear right in front of their very eyes. So go ahead and make a stealth roll and then add 10 to it. And let's see how this goes.
Meanwhile, I'm like, oh. It's cool. I got you guys. I'm a paladin. I'm pretty beefy.
So 20 and up. Cool. You guys somehow managed to do it. You poof. They can't tell which direction you've gone.
Like clinging to the side of the ship.
15 to 20. Right. They kind of glance after you. You have the feeling that they know kind of what direction you're in, but they're just not, they're fixating right now on the people who are left. Kuya, what'd you get?
13.
13. I'll say that you're out of their direct line of sight, but they definitely know where you are. And Deanie,
This is so tense. Oh gosh.
you are just looking at these two people and they are looking back at you. They start to slowly reach for their swords. Is there anything you want to do or say?
I want to say, I'm scared, guys. Fighting for evil will get you nowhere. I'm stopping you now.
Do you want to try and intimidate?
Yes, very much so. And I'm going to draw my glaive and try to intimidate because I'm good.
Fantastic. Yes, absolutely. Let's roll and see how.
And it's a nat 20.
Ooh. Wow. So
Yes.
you can kind of tell just from looking that these soldiers are not particularly strong. They're definitely just out middle of the night on a boat on watch duty. They're definitely not expecting anything to be happening, so they're already kind of caught off guard. And then they've got this half elf slinging blades, saying phrases. It's too
Talking
much.
shit.
They do not get paid enough, and they're gonna say. So the male guard turns to the female guard and says, "I do not get paid enough for this." And she says, "Well, what are we supposed to tell the others?" And he says, "I was supposed to be off shift 2 hours ago. That's not my problem anymore. I'm off the clock." And he is going to sit down on the crate that Bathala is hiding behind and just take a load off.
So I'm assuming let's say I'm in like a barrel. I'm in a barrel, like
You're
a
in a
barrel
barrel.
man. I'm a barrel man. And I pop out of it. I'm like, poof. Hey, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Yeah. So yeah, I was trying to ask you guys, yeah, do you know like where we find this mage person?
The girl's gonna sigh and say, "Well, this is obviously his boat, so I don't want any trouble. I just, if you've got business with him, you can take it up with him. Be my guest." And she's gonna gesture, and you're gonna see 2 ways to go. There is the underdeck, and then there's the captain's quarters. And she says, "I have no idea where he is right now." She's going to sit down next to her friend.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your help. People are nice out here. Yeah, what's up?
What do we do now?
Do we split up? Cause but then buddy system, please. I don't know.
We're like step closer to Mayor Small.
I mean, I kind of. You guys smell that? What is it? Is that caricare smell? And maybe some caloretta? Maybe we should investigate that way. Like, it smells like it's coming from like underneath. I don't know.
It's the smell of food is definitely coming from underneath, from the underdeck. It's very pleasant.
I don't want to look at everyone.
I could eat.
It smells good. Let's go.
Maybe it's dinner time and Alan is down there.
Or do we do some strategery and try to like get everybody else out while everyone's eating? As much as my tummy's telling me to go down under deck, like, do we? I don't know.
If it's dinner time, the captain's quarters might be empty.
As you are all kind of discussing this, you see that the other 2 guards, they're definitely like flinching away from you. They do not want to have anything to do with you. And they seem to be discussing what they're going to do next. They're looking over at their little boats. They seem to be heading in that direction. And who has a 13? 13 was highest passive?
Oh yeah, 13.
Yeah, so the two of y'all hear a little bit of their whispers, which is they're probably if they haven't come up yet, then there's got to be something wrong. We should just go.
Oh, hey, sorry, I couldn't hear you because you were whispering. What was that?
Kind of flinch. First they're kind of like reluctant to answer, and then they see Deanie who's making a mean face behind you, and they go, just, the mage is kind of creepy. It's kind of a creepy guy to work for, and I just think that, there's supposed to be like 6 of us up here, and there's only 2, and that's really weird, and then nobody came, and it's definitely dinner time, but like, I don't know, it's usually a lot more busy. We're a giant boat. There's usually a ton of crew running around, and I think we should go. We're gonna go. You guys got this. We're gonna go.
Where are the other guards?
We don't know. They're under. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, no need to be sorry. It's just that was a lot of facts, and I'm not the brightest lantern at the festival. So I'm gonna pass this off to Deanie and the tiefling friends. Did you catch that? What do we do here?
I believe that's why they're being so sketch, because I thought they were racist against tieflings, and there's 3 of us here.
I want to follow the food so bad because your girl didn't eat today, and the cave was looking real slim pickings.
So maybe we should look to see what's up with the other crew.
I mean, I can throw a little charm spell on these folks real quick if you guys want. That way they just kind of, don't kind of snitch on us later. I don't know.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I feel like I wasted my pass without a trace spell on those 2.
Okay, let's do it for funsies.
Hey, Zedabon, you're really good at coming up with a solution after we need it. and I go in front.
Humans.
I'm so embarrassed
I
to be related to you.
I cannot with humans.
I pat him on the back. I pat Zedabon. He's cool. I like this guy.
Fantastic. So the 2 guards who are kind of quivering and waiting, I guess you reach up at them and cast your charm.
16.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll say with a 16, you're just doing charm, like regular charm, right?
Yep, charm person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, charm person. Okay, cool. So it doesn't seem to affect the female guard, but the male guard, who has thus far been extra petrified and trembling, maybe on the verge of tears a little bit, kind of relaxes all at once. And he looks down at you with like a warm smile and goes, "Hi there, you're so cute. Did you need any help? Can I do anything for you?" She kind of smacks him, but he's ignoring her.
If you could just, scoot your friend with you and just kind of pretend none of this happened, that would be excellent.
Got it. Anything you say, anything for you. He kind of does a cute little checks your chin a little bit, and then he grabs the female guard and kind of bustles her off. Just, okay, wait, we're trying to get out of. I just wanted to get out of here. No.
Bye, guys.
And they're out of sight. So.
Oh, I didn't ask what their names were. That's okay.
Guard one.
They're still friends.
Especially during this charm spell while it works. Hey.
All right. So now you guys have to decide, or did we all decide to go underneath the deck and head towards the mess hall? Excellent. I'll say that Mary Small, leading the way with her excellent sense of smell, is able to list every dish that is coming out of the ovens. That you guys are expecting a wonderful feast. And then you reach the doors to this mess hall, and you hear something kind of strange. and it sounds a little bit like banging, but not your regular. I can't believe, got to get all the food out at one time, and why isn't anybody helping me and clear the table kind of banging of pots and pans. It sounds a little bit more accidental. You think you might hear a plate breaking, and maybe something that sounds a little bit like scritching, like a scrabbling kind of noise against the wooden floorboards.
I would like to stealth.
All right. Does everybody want to try to enter stealthily?
I'm in the back of the group. I'm just looking at like all these like nice things on like the posters on the wall. I've never been on a ship before, so I'm just in the back.
Okay, so
I'm up front with Mayor Small.
With Mayor Small. The good thing is that Pass Without a Trace lasts for a little while. So you are still getting your +10 dexterity bonus. Let's see how quietly you all manage to sneak in. Philip, are you even trying to be quiet, or you just strolling?
Well, every now and then I'm going, wow.
So you're just strolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody else make a stealth check.
Not rolling good. Get that one nat 20 and everything else is trash.
Uy.
In case this is really bad, I do have Unseen Servant.
Ooh. That's so bougie. I have an unseen servant. You don't even see.
Or people don't like to look at their servant, or rich people don't like to look at their servants. So
Yeah.
it just makes everything easier.
Backs
really
out of the room
quiet.
this way.
Dobby gave Master a sock.
Could my dark vision look into where we're going? Dark vision?
It's not dark. It's
Oh.
lit. It's
Oh,
just
that's-
that
oh,
there's
yeah,
no
never
one in this
It
hall.
is lit.
It is
lit. You haven't encountered anybody. You haven't seen anything out of place. There's definitely something alive in there. You guys open the. Okay, so we did our stealth checks. 20 and up. Okay, 15 to 20. Okay, 10 to 15.
13.
13.
10.
Ooh.
Okay, and there was Philip. So the rest of you open these doors and you see this furry-backed monster just bent over, go into town on a pan on a pan full of lumpia.
Oh.
Woo.
Been there.
You can see around. You can see around where there's all this wonderful food set up, ready for consumption, and then on the ground, bodies of the kitchen staff.
I want to
Burned to
use
pieces.
Speak with the Dead. I'm gonna use Speak with the Dead.
No, what is going on?
As you are all quietly observing this furred, ferocious creature that is currently occupied by the pancit, which looks beautiful and golden and crispy. Two things happen simultaneously. One, Bakit casts speak to the dead to the closest corpse, which sits up and screams because it is reanimated right after it has been brutally murdered. It's missing an arm, like half its face, but not its lungs. And at the same time, Philip, who has not been particularly stealthy or paying attention, also screams, jumps back, and knocks over an entire tray of glasses. They just shatter.
Oh my god.
And you see the werewolf turn and stare at you. And
Oh, hey, puppy.
I need you all to roll for initiative.
I would like to grab Marismal, just like right on the back of her clothes, whatever she's wearing, and just like grab her and like throw her behind me.
Okay, so actually what you do for where you are, you are standing, actually, this is a good demonstration. Hey, check it out. So you are standing up against the wall. There's a big port window, right, leading out to the water, like right above you. And what you're going to do is you actually push Marisol over kind of to the side because there's a table and she's hidden there. And you have your back to this window and you're prepared to fight, okay? So as you are all doing this and you are ready to fight this werewolf, the window behind Dinny breaks. And you see an enormous claw reach in, grab her, and pull her away.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
You can make an Arcana check to see if you can tell what just happened.
Oh no.
Sure.
Yeah. Save her.
You can hear her screaming.
Help! Nako! I sauce! Oh, but your nails look so great. Where did you get these done? Your claws.
Drew them myself.
Wait, so we're doing an Arcana check?
You can do an Arcana or a history check. I'll say they'll teach you different things if you're a little better at one than the other.
You must be hungry though. Is that why you came in here? I mean, I hear it because my tummy is telling me totally.
The werewolf is also distracted, staring up at the thing that is just clawed into the ship. Like he was just eating and chilling, and here you guys are making messes, being noisy, breaking windows. It's a lot. All right, Bakit, what did we do, and how much did we get?
I got 19 plus 2, so.
Ooh, and did you do history or Arcana?
Arcana.
Okay, so that was the claw. You've never seen it before, but you've seen diagrams of it. That is a sea dragon. So it is bigger. Its body is bigger than the entire ship. It just reached him with a claw and hooked her. I'll say that you also, because that's a pretty high roll, you also know that sea dragons do not attack people. So this is very unusual. Because people are teeny tiny prey. No point to it. Philip, what'd you get? And
Yeah, I got a 19 history.
okay, so I would say that with your knowledge of history, that you only know of one sea dragon that would fit this description, and that would be, one second. Bakunawa.
Akunawa.
Bakunawa. Mm-hmm. So he's like the god of the sea dragons. Some of the islands even leave him offerings. Anybody else do any checks?
I take out like a children's illustration book from my bag. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I knew I recognized it.
I rolled a 10 for Arcana.
Okay.
Arcana.
I will say that you know that it takes magic for the sea dragon to be awakened. Like this is not something that they would just generally do on a Tuesday. Bathala and
I
Marissa.
rolled a 1.
All right, you are so shocked at watching Dinny get dragged from this mess hall that you are in shock. You cannot even use your brain to ponder what is happening. The horror. And Marisma?
13.
13 for history or Arcana?
Oops. Sorry. Hold on. Wrong one.
To protect them.
14.
For Arcana or history?
Is that right? Oh, for Arcana.
Okay. I would say that no, you know what? I'm going to say that yours wasn't in Arcana. I'm going to say that you, as the person who was closer, you actually did a medicine check, changing it. And you were able to see that the claw actually popped right through Deanie as it was pulling her out. And that is a mortal wound. She is not going to make it.
Oh.
And that's what Tina gets for having another stream to go to.
I'm dead.
You're dead.
To protect y'all.
To protect.
She attacked, but she also
man.
protected.
And actually,
Live
Meta,
on.
Tina has a second stream, so
Okay, that's what I think.
we decided on her murder. But that
Miss
that
my
claw
new friend.
is important.
Oh no.
Rest in peace, Dinuguan.
Remember me. So I have to say goodbye. Remember me.
I take out my saxophone. I start playing jams to her goodbye.
She just wanted to protect y'all. But she believes in you. Remember her fighting spirit.
She manages to yell all of this as she's being dragged into the water, by the way. It's very stirring.
Yeah, I'm at the window. I'm like, yeah, Deanie, we could really use your help in here.
Oh, okay. That was just a really long death. She was actually dying.
She's actually
She
Oh,
started referring to
no.
herself in the third person.
Oh,
We will miss
no.
her.
Yeah. She's like dematerializing at this point, I think. So,
Just gone. Oh, but yeah, I gotta run, guys. But remember me and kill the big bad. I'm gonna check in on you.
All right, bye, Tina.
Bye, Tina. Bye.
The Dinuguan got destroyed.
all right. And then there were 5. So after you've had this stirring, heart-wrenching, saxophone soloed, screaming wake at the window, you remember that there is a monster behind you. And yeah, roll for initiative. So you'll roll your d20 and then just add whatever's in your initiative. And then we will proceed.
Where is initiative?
Should be in the
Is it under skills?
center, a little bit higher than your skills. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay.
look at you with yours all printed out on some neon paper.
I have to like keep on flipping through and checking things.
So yeah, let's see, 20 and up. Nobody. 15 to 20. What'd you get? Each.
15.
15.
Oh, 15.
Oh. Twinning.
Planning.
You're both tieflings too.
Power.
Patrick, even or odd?
Even.
All right, it's odd, so Zedabong goes first. Zedabong, and then it will be Badala, and then we were 10 to 15. What'd you get?
10.
10. And 5 to 10.
8.
7.
All right. So then it will be Marismal and then Filipino. Excellent. So now that we're officially in combat, shaken by the death of your friend, but determined to carry on, the first person who gets to go is going to be Zedrick. Yes, Zedabong. So most of you, when you get to when it's your turn, you can do 3 things. You can move. So you can either move closer or farther away, or you can stay put. You can attack or do an action. So usually something like attack, maybe if you wanted to heal, if you wanted to do anything that's kind of a big action, and then your bonus action, which might be something that's specifically told to you. Some of your spells might be marked, you can do this as a bonus action, but in a lot of cases you won't use that. So it would be, and talking is a free action. So if you have something to yell or give directions, you are just allowed to do that at any point, okay? So what would you like to start off with? You've got this monster. There's this zombie who's finally stopped screaming, but is still looks pretty upset. He can't get up. He's missing one of his legs, but he's kind of like curled up in the corner, coming to terms with his own mortality.
Oh. I want to use my spell Speak with Animals.
Okay. What would you like to say to him?
So we know that magic like wakes them up. They don't just do this on their own.
Well, so the sea dragon who pulled Deanie out of the window is too big.
Yeah.
His whole body's bigger than the ship.
Got it.
He's outside of this ship. Is he paying any more attention to what's going on inside? Is he busy eating your friend? We don't know. You'd have to use an action to kind of stick your head out the window and figure out where he is, because he's not immediately present. But you could also use the Speak with Animals to speak to this werewolf if you wanted, who seems to be the more immediate threat.
Got it. All right, I will speak to the werewolf.
Excellent. Give it a shot. He's just kind of snarling.
Yo, what do you want from us?
Food.
Yeah, we can't help you there. Can you help us with this sea dragon? Because I feel like this is also a threat to you, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So how about we team up, werewolf?
It's way too complex. This werewolf is a simple wolf with simple needs, and he just kind of like puppy cocks his head to the side and like looks at you. His ears kind of flip up a little bit, like the fuck.
That's kind of cute. Am I out of moves? Can I do something?
I mean, so your Speak with Animals was your action. So you can still physically move. And then if you had anything you as a bonus action, but those are little things like drinking a healing potion or throwing like something to somebody, that kind of thing.
Got it. I do want to move and look out the window.
Okay, I'll say that you can move and that you're looking out the window. Your quick perception check will be your bonus action. So you speaking to this werewolf has kind of like put it on pause. He's definitely still poised to attack, but he's not attacking at the moment. So you feel safe kind of moving towards the gaping hole of the window and just popping your head out. When you pop your head outside, you don't even need to do a perception check. That dragon is gone. And there's really only one place it could be, which is under you. So it is under the water, under the boat, and not an immediate threat, but definitely still present.
Cool.
All right, so that is the end of your turn, and we go to Batala. There we go.
I'm gonna do the Chill Touch Cantrip, range spell attack, +5 to hit. Target one creature within 120 feet of range, hit 2d8 necrotic damage, and can't regain HP until the start of your next turn. If target is undead, it also suffers disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
Yes. So a werewolf is not undead, so he won't suffer from the disadvantage. But what happens is that this cold skeletal hand kind of bursts from Batala and reaches out to grasp at this werewolf. I need you to roll a d20.
Okay. 26.
Ooh.
Where'd you get 26?
Hitting the roll dice thing.
I don't know what dice you're rolling, but I feel like you're rolling the wrong dice.
Okay.
So a d20 has 20 sides, which means the highest number you can get is a 20.
Okay. 3.
Okay, so 3 plus 5, because that's your hit,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
is 8, which is still not quite enough. So the werewolf
Damn
is
it,
just
man.
too dexterous, and he kind of jumps
Ooh.
out of the way, snarls at you a little bit. And did you have any bonus actions or movements you wanted to try and do?
Use my dagger on his ass.
Nope. Only one action per turn.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm still learning the ways of the world.
It's okay. So you're a sorcerer, so you probably don't want to move any closer to it because you're still able to cast spells and hit it without being all up in its face.
Yeah.
So you probably want to kind of stay put where you are and just kind of maintain.
Chilling.
Cool. And then that will bring us to our next person, which is going to be Bakit.
Can I use my saxophone to play a whistle tone that the werewolf will hear in like a dog tone?
Make a performance check with disadvantage.
The werewolf
roll
sits
a
and stays.
So roll a d20 twice and then tell me the lower number, and then use the lower number.
They were both 17.
Nice.
And then I have on performance, I have +6.
Ow. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make one check. Whew, okay. So you whip out the saxophone, you start a stirring rendition of Careless Whisper, and this wolf kind of stops and goes, that was my favorite. Oh, and starts howling along, sits back on his haunches, and he's kind of forgotten he's fighting you. So unless you attack him, you're out of combat for the moment. So now you are in this kitchen. You can look around. Some of these things have been decimated and turned over, but there are a few dishes that look relatively untouched. If you feel like having a snack, there's a cold wind gusting in. You've got this sad werewolf now. He's sad. And then the entryway back to the rest of the underdeck and back up to the top tier.
Okay, well, I'm still at the window looking out, and I'm like, what the heck? And I turned to, I think Zedabong was like with me at the window. I turned to Zedabong, and I'm like, Batala, she's gone. Deanie's out there.
I'm just gonna, pocket some of this food while we're in here, guys.
That's
so
what
if
I'm
we need a
saying.
snack later, merienda, I got you. I'll put it in my little pockets.
Yeah, someone else answer Philip's questions. I'm eating some lumpia right now. So.
I'm gonna
stuffing my
save some
knapsack.
of my food to make an offering to this sea monster.
Someone just died, and you're snacking.
Bucky, can you make an Arcana check? I want to see how well you do this ritual.
I got 16 + 2.
God, you are rolling like a beast. You actually cast the food out of the window. You say a few words. You feel to Dingy. When it hits the water, you actually see the water sparkle a little bit. Like there's something might be listening to you.
While Careless Whisper's playing in the background.
While Careless Whisper is playing in the background. Now it's the wolf who's doing it for you, actually.
Aw.
Multi-talented wolf.
Okay, well, while you're all eating, I have to recognize I am a life cleric. And I don't know what you all tieflings do back home, but when someone dies, we take a knee. So I take a knee, and I pray to Saint Aaliyah to guide Deanie safely to the other side. I miss you.
Wow, humans just can't let things go. Oof.
Hey, anybody want some fresh pan de coco? I got some.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know what Philip's talking about. This shit's good.
Here, I'll pour one out.
Thank you, Marismall. Thank you, Marismall.
All right, everyone has a chance to have a snack, to replenish themselves. The werewolves calm down a little bit. Just kind of like nibbling at the things that have fallen on the floor, and you hear a little voice that goes, "Did you bring me back for a reason? Why am I trapped in this hell?" And you remember that you animated a zombie a little while ago, and he has just been sitting in the corner, terrified, coming to terms with the fact that he and all of his friends and coworkers are dead.
Oh my gosh! I pick up his hand from the ground and I'm like, "Sir, did you need a hand?" You look.
He has one left. He kind of reaches and then.
I think this is yours, sir.
Oh.
Tell us. Can you tell us what happened here?
Oh. That happened, and he points at the werewolf, who just kind of like, oh.
Bad dog.
It's not his fault. We were all sitting down, ready to eat. Things I'll never taste again. Kind of stares at Marismal, who's still eating with like sad, dead eyes.
Oh no, not with that attitude.
And then suddenly, Billy over there, he gestures at the werewolf, transformed, began ripping us all to shreds.
Billy?
But then,
That's your name? Werewolf?
so
Oh,
my mother.
My speak with animals still.
Yes.
still
So he can
going on.
answer you, but no one else can understand him. Everybody else just hears wolfy noises.
Sweet. Billy, who did this to you?
Well, it had to be magic. It wasn't an Aswang to begin with.
Y'all, he doesn't know, but he says it's magic that did it.
I just got so hungry. Kind of starts chewing on one of the bodies. So he goes, just can't you eat the food?
Dobon, can you ask him like if this has anything to do with that mage?
Yo, Billy, does this have anything to do with Mage Allen? Mage Allen.
Another mage is there.
What? There was a mage
Keeps
there?
eating. Oh, he says, what other mage is there? Just kind of goes back to eating the corpses.
He like low-key confirms it? He's like, what other mage is there?
Okay, I take a lumpia to try and distract the werewolf, like get the werewolf to eat the lumpias instead of the body. I'm like, here, buddy.
Do an animal handling check.
Oh, happy to. Yeah, 6 plus 6, 16 plus 6, 21.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you are able to make that. You kind of crack the lumpia a little bit, so it makes that crispy noise, and so he kind of comes up, and he like tries to eat it out of your hand. I don't know how you let him eat it out of your hand.
I'm doing like when they're guiding planes into land.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I hold one out to him.
He actually takes it surprisingly politely from you.
Oh, great. Oh, great. And I give him a little pet.
Oh, Billy.
So the zombie says, Can you please release me back to the sweet oblivion of death? This is so hard for me to look at. I knew that this voyage was cursed. I knew that I never should have come out here, but the money was so good.
Do we have any more questions for the zombies, for the zombie before we put her back down? Anyone?
Oh, I mean, I keep asking, but like, where do we find this Mage Ellen? Which way?
Anyone? The mage is in his quarters, in the captain's quarters. He never comes down here with the likes of us.
Oh, that's rude.
Right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Gosh. I mean, why'd you stay? You must have gotten great benefits or something. Yeah.
You know, I it had a 401k and
Oh.
dental.
Wow.
And as,
You've got
as
great
he's,
teeth.
yeah, he's kind of like,
All for taco.
because half his face is missing, but his teeth
Yeah.
still look really good.
I can see that they're straight. Yeah.
Is that a Invisalign though? I mean,
Can't even see it.
Worth every penny, but at the time. Strange things have been happening ever since we came to this ship.
like what?
Well, like a werewolf attacked and killed all of us. What do you want from me?
All right. I'm asking for a lot from half a person at this point. I get it. I'm sorry.
Please kill me.
Oh, I don't kill. I'm sorry. That'll have to be someone else.
Kind of. So he looks from Philip. Philip says that. He looks at Bathala.
Stab him with my dagger. He's dead.
Oh. Just no
Dang, not
no
even a
hesitance.
warning.
Oh man.
The undead
We got things to
animate
do.
gives a little jump. And you guys are
Bro.
free. Now, as you step back into the hallway, having eaten your fill, by the way, everybody who ate gets a D4 of temporary hit points. So go ahead and roll a D4 and just add that to your hit points. So even if you're at full hit points, it just gives you a little extra. That's why you put it in the temporary. And you minus those first.
If I gave my food, that doesn't count then, right?
No. But that shiny sort of sparkle that you saw in the water, it gives you a good feeling. Perhaps that'll be important later.
Noted.
But Bathala, Marie Small, and Zedebong all get a D4 of health. And as you step back into the hall, you can kind of see where the rest of the underdeck kind of leads off to. Hang on, let me get to that. I made slides. Let me get to my slide.
Wow,
They're
the
for
level
me.
of excitement that you just said it slides.
Slides. I love slides. That's how I can tell you I'm a teacher without telling you I'm a teacher, is that I made a 32 slide presentation for myself for this.
for yourself.
You can kind of see where it goes off to the crew quarters and where it goes down further into steerage where the storage is. But the way back up on deck is the way to go to the captain's quarters.
You guys want to get this over with or see if there's anything else in the ship we can explore? Maybe, pocket some other goodies. But of course, goodies to give to the people when we get back. I mean, not exclusively for myself, excuse me.
I'm just happy to be here. This is amazing. I mean, the ship is huge. So, I mean, yeah, well, tieflings.
I'm just trying to find this Alan dude.
Yeah, I feel like I want to
Still explore. Yeah, I'm with Zedebong.
All right, so you guys make your way back up on deck. As you do so, you can kind of see, it took you a while to sail across to get here. You've been sneaking around, interrogating guards. You lost a friend. You had to kind of eat and rest and get your strength back. So it's been a while, and you can actually kind of see that it's very dark night, very late, probably not too far off from dawn. So you definitely want to kind of get a move on. You don't see any of the smaller ships in the water yet, the ones that they would need to kind of transfer their troops to get to the beach. But it's only a matter of time.
Oh.
So you go across the deck. It's deserted. It seems that wherever you sent these guards off to, that they either have fled the ship or they are definitely out of your way. And then you see the captain's quarters. And you try the door is open, and you step inside. So the captain's quarters is a stately cabin covered in riches. So even though the underdeck was nice, it was sturdy, it was well constructed out of wood, it was all very serviceable. What you see here is opulent. The walls are made of mahogany. They're decorated with thin leaves of beaten gold. It's very ostentatious. It's very expensive. It's more physical material wealth than you've seen in one place thus far in your life. The furnishings are all lined in velvets and furs and exotic colors. The bed, well, you see a bed, you see a desk with papers and writing implements. You see a few bric-a-brac around the room, and I'm going to let you explore. But you do not see any living persons at the moment.
Wow. Amazing. I go over to the desk and start just like admiring everything that's on it. Look at all the tchotchkes.
Make a... Do I want to do perception for this? Investigation. Make an investigation check.
Okay. I got a 1.
All right. It's very shiny and beautiful. You don't want to touch anything. You're worried you'll break it. You break it, you buy it. You know that. This is the first rule you want to touch.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Philip. Don't do it.
Should we be like poking around here all willy-nilly though? Because something might be like booby trapped, or like there might be a trap door, or someone hiding behind that bed. I mean, I can close the lights real quick, but I don't know. I mean, I can see in the dark, but I don't. What do y'all think? Or we can just kind of, sneaky sneaks. That's cool too.
I don't see anyone here, and everything's so shiny and pretty.
Hello.
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 I don't hear anything.
Ooh, that's so suspect.
Yeah. Can I keep looking around the room, like marveling at the sheets on the bed sheets and things on the wall?
Absolutely. So you want to just like run your hand along the bed sheet?
Sure. Yeah. Let's get a feel of. Oh my gosh!
It's like
expensive.
it's like 5,000 thread count. It's unbelievable. Like you've never touched such softness in your life.
I'm scared to touch anything because I feel like it's a mage's. Something's cursed. Like there's something on something. If I put a finger on something, it's gonna catch fire, or I'm gonna my skin's gonna dissolve.
Perhaps some of you want to make some checks of various things.
I want to check the desk.
Okay.
To search for clues.
Sure. We'll just do a. We'll do an we'll do another investigation check then.
Okay.
So you guys can make investigation checks. You can try insight. You can try arcana, history. Just try to figure out what do you think your character would want to look at the most.
I rolled. I got a 22 for investigation.
Ooh. Yes. So you are not fooled by this glittery beauty that is spread out across this desk. And you see beneath all the glitz and gold a journal, a little bit worn. And when you pull it out, a tiny golden mirror falls out of it. It hits the floor. It doesn't break. It looks pretty sturdy for something backed in gold and diamonds.
Ooh, yikes. Don't look in it just in case. You never know. Just saying.
Who wants to touch it? I found it, so I feel like I've done,
I'll touch it.
I've contributed.
So I pick it up off the ground and I show it to the tieflings and I go, this is called a mirror.
I am going to use an unseen servant to see what the mirror does.
So your unseen servant is kind of like...
Oh, it can't be seen though.
Yeah, so he can't look into it, and he can't, he doesn't really have intelligence, so he just can follow orders. So if you told him to hold the mirror up, he could do that, but he can't tell you anything about the mirror. So you can hold your unseen servant. if you like. So, Bethala, since you were also reaching for it, I imagine that as Philip is doing this, you just kind of snatch it from him.
Yep. I got it.
Do you look at it?
Yes.
You turn it around, and it's a mirror. It's a very
Ooh.
nice mirror. You looking good.
Is anything appearing in it besides your face, your mug? Anything?
Right now, as you're holding it up, you can see your face and you can see everything behind you. Where you're standing, right in front of the desk, it looks like it's just a mirror.
Can you say something into it?
I'm Tamara Small. I'm like, I think they're learning how to use it. Just let them.
Candyman. Candyman. Candyman.
Bloody Mary.
Candyman.
Mirror,
Mary.
mirror in the hand.
This is
Who's the
interesting.
fairest in the land?
Bloody Mary.
You try a number of small incantations and nothing happens because it didn't
Nothing
roll up
is
a
working, guys.
character.
You've tried everything.
Tony Todd.
There's absolutely nothing left to do.
All right, so I'll say that through the course of your lookings around, you notice several points of interest. There's the bed. There is a sword that is propped up against the side of the desk. It looks to be very ornamental. It's silver, it's filigree, probably not very practical in battle. There is a golden box of jewels on the little side table. It's already opened up, so you can kind of see all of the jewels inside. There's an intricate globe filled with unlabeled bottles, like a little bar area. And there's pens and papers on the desk. And do you open up the journal to read it?
Yes.
Yes. All right, Philip's going for it. Flaps open that journal, start scanning through.
Oh, it's a handwritten blog.
It's a handwritten. Yep, it's stuff written by hand. And you can see that it seems to be an experiment log. And it lists things after you've looked at it a little bit and you kind of decipher between the handwriting and the shorthand that Mage Ellen was using his crew and magical experiments. So he has been slipping things in their food, and he has been casting things on them while they sleep. And he has been tapping into the power of the Aswang in order to replace his fallen soldiers with monsters.
Okay. Is that cool if I check in this globe thing? There might be something related to what's in that journal, and might be some like bits that he was using for his spells.
You open it up and it is filled with bottles. Some of them look like they might just be regular liquor bottles. Some of them are a little bit more suspect. Do you open one up and sniff it?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a blue one, a yellow one, and a clear one. Which one do you open up and sniff?
Oh. Ooh. Let's go yellow.
Okay, so you open it up and you smell something sweet. It's like syrup. It reminds you of something you would like pour over, like snow, like make a snow cone with.
Smells kind of like mango.
Yes, like mango.
Thankfully,
Little
no bagaong
pandan.
with it. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I try it, y'all? Or
Chug it.
oh dang. Okay. I was just gonna do a little tasty taste, little chemistry waft situation, but I'll just do a little discreet little sippy sips. Just in case anything happens. Everything goes to all my siblings. Hey, cheers, guys. Good, 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 good.
Even or odd?
Odd.
Okay, so the minute that it hits your mouth, it starts to burn.
Ah!
So you spit and you spit, and you take
Oh.
1 point acid damage.
Ah.
Oh, rude. Okay.
So that bottle is full of a mild acid, probably collected from some kind of a creature, and has been treated so that it smells like a beautiful perfume.
Ugh, do not recommend. 4 out of 10 stars Yelp review situation.
There's still 2 more bottles. I will say, Philip, as you were touching the bed sheet, you notice that the bed moves a little bit. All the rest of the furniture has been bolted down because of the waves, except this bed.
Hey friends, this bed's moving by itself. Watch, and I run my fingers on the sheets again.
Kind of just moves a little bit.
Ooh. Did you see that?
Is there something under the bed? Like a hatch? Like a secret hatch?
I hit the deck and look under.
Yeah, so you hit the deck and you're trying to kind of see, and Bakit just kind of moves the bed. And you do see, in fact, a trap door. And once you've moved the bed, you actually see that the bed, the headboard of the bed was blocking a portrait that's on the wall. And it looks like it's a portrait of the mage. So.
Oh.
I want to look behind the portrait. There's always something behind a portrait.
So you reach up and you grab the portrait and you can't get it off the wall. It seems to be magically affixed.
I'm gonna use my magic.
So y'all, this is what he looks like. We know what he looks like now.
You do.
Looks kind of like my Tito boy.
It's a bearded, pale, gaunt man staring at you with
Damn colonizers.
that kind of face. Yeah, the colonizing expression on his face. But I will say, actually, Ashley, make a. Let's see. Make a perception check.
Oh, I got a 3.
There's something else about this area. It's not the portrait exactly, but there's something off. You just can't put your finger on it.
Is there anything in that journal at all that says maybe how to undo this whole portrait stuck to the wall, or some of this acid situation going on over here?
So you flip through the journal a little bit more, and
if you press Command F, it lets you look through your blog.
You can
I don't know that spell.
Should I use? I have cure wounds. I feel bad for your tongue, dude. Like you took an L for the team.
Are you gonna use your cure wounds on Mary Small's?
Yeah,
tongue?
I'm gonna do it. All
right.
Yep.
So what do you say to her? What's your feel good magical?
May your tongue taste all the things.
That's so cute. And Mary Small, you feel your tongue as good as new and ready to take on the next delicious treat.
Yay, salamat!
What you can see as you're flipping through and kind of everybody's taking a look and discovering these things is that the true goal of coming to subjugate these islands is to take over by any means necessary, and that there are plans to use this power that he's been generating through sacrificing his own people and attacking everybody who lives on the islands to summon a great and terrible power and unleash it on the forces at dawn. So basically when this big clash happens and all of these people are dying, that will be the last part of his spell. And this creature, possibly the sea dragon, will rise again. You don't see too much about the portrait, but you do see that he mentions several times that his workshop is separate to keep it away from all of the crew, and that there's a very special way to get into it.
Is the portrait a door?
It doesn't look big enough to be a door.
Can our gnome fit in the portrait?
You could, I guess theoretically, if there was a hole behind it.
Yeah, we still don't know what's behind the portrait.
Yeah, question. You said there was a trap door.
Yeah,
too,
there's a trap door right in
There's
front of
literally a
you.
trap door. Guys, there's also a door.
And we have a sword that looks pretty, but it's a sword.
But
Things
there's
must
no
be
lock
different
on this
where
trap door?
there must be
You're the
things
closest
must
to
be
the
weird.
door?
Yeah, things must be weird where tieflings come from. Usually we walk through doors, not pictures.
Bro, I
on
live
the
in a
wall.
cave. I live in a cave. I don't know what doors
Gotcha.
are.
Yeah, so this is a door. Here, I'll show you. It works like this. So I pull the
And he pulls. Actually, make a strength check for me.
Okay. Can I pray to Aaliyah? for guidance?
Absolutely.
I pray to Aaliyah to help me.
Absolutely. Aaliyah is always listening.
Always. She's always listening. Oh, I got a 10.
All right. You're feeling real confident. You go, this is how door, and you yank, and it is sealed by some unknown means. You don't see a visible lock, but you definitely can't get that thing open.
This usually works, you guys. I swear. I think something is keeping it
You were
down.
going to show us about doors.
Yeah. Usually when they don't open, it means they're locked in some way. I swear.
Is there anything in the journal about a magical lock?
No, you don't see anything specifically. I mean, why would he write down how to open the door if it's a door he opens all the time?
Okay. You know what? Sometimes it's magic. So, I'm just going to do a test. I just need 10 minutes. And I'd like to cast Detect Magic as a ritual. I take out my candles.
Ooh.
I make a little circle of candles.
Excellent. So what are you guys doing for this 10 minutes while he's setting up a whole...
Can I use my meta magic and cast an empower spell onto Philip to help boost him
Oh.
for 1 sorcery point? Empower spell to help him out.
It's usually used for re-rolling. So if he got a really bad roll for something, then you could use it to help him re-roll. But I will say hold on to your sorcery point, because Detect Magic, all it does, he doesn't have to check anything for that. It just shows everything. Basically, if you were in a video game, everything that's magic will get highlighted.
Okay. I try to help you, bro.
I'm
You got
tieflings. That's yeah.
So yeah, so what does everybody want to do for the 10 minutes while he's a working?
Can I investigate these other bottles too?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just going to be looking at this sword, dude. Like, there's something going on with it.
I
This
went
bed
back
looks mighty
to the
comfortable.
mirror.
Okay,
And-
you're gonna check out the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm laying down on the bed.
Okay, so Bathala, you lay down on the bed. It is a wonderfully comfortable bed, and you take a little 5-minute power nap.
But something was
Sorry, my light setup just fell down.
Oh no, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just sounded scarier than it is.
Okay.
Why is this pillow sticky?
Oh,
Oh.
It does. There is a slight aroma to the bed sheets that is less than pleasant. It's sort of musky.
So I'm immediately jumping off of this bed.
Okay, no power nap for you.
No.
But Keith, you are examining the sword. I would say that after you examine it for a moment, you kind of get the feel for it. It's a rapier. It's a +1 magic rapier made out of silver. So it's extra effective against the undead.
Mm.
And Zedamong, you are playing with the mirror, kind of like
Mhm.
turning it around. Make a perception check.
Sure. 15.
You think that you caught something with the mirror. So you see yourself, you see everything behind you, but it seems like at one point you saw something in the mirror that you can't see in the room when you look normally.
oh, hell no.
But you've been checking, you're going around so fast that you haven't been able to pinpoint it just yet.
Okay.
And so then that brings us to, was that everybody? Oh yes, back to Mary Small. So you have the clear bottle and the very dark blue bottle. You can't actually really tell what color the liquid is because it's the bottle is so dark. But the clear one seems to be clear liquid, and it looks like water.
I mean, are my only options really to like sniff or drink it at this point?
I mean, unless you have another option you want to do with this liquid.
Ugh, I don't know. I'm like trying to think of anything that we can pour it on or just pocket.
I mean, you can put it on your hand and see what happens.
Oh. Okay, let's do a little perfume dabby dabs. Actually on my wrist only, because like yeah.
All right. Hi. Which one first?
Let's go with this blue bottle.
Okay. So you open it up. Do you give it a sniff?
Oh yeah.
It smells kind of metallic.
Ooh, yeah, that's probably not great to put on the skin. Yeah, my Shiseido doesn't smell anything like this. I don't want to ingest this.
You could maybe pour a little out on the desk or pour it on something. Pour it on some sheets.
Any like random pieces of paper that look like something might appear on them magically if I put this on them?
There are stacks of unused vellum, like unused nice paper on the desk. You could test out.
I'm just gonna little dippy dip on little drippy drop on this piece of paper that looks blank.
Okay, so you have one, you pour it out. Nothing really happens to the paper, but when the liquid kind of drips out, you realize that this is a decanter of blood.
Ugh! Oh God. Thank goodness I didn't drink that. Holy
human
cow.
blood.
Okay. I'm gonna put that away, guys, unless y'all have a reason to have it or keep it or use it. I mean, we do have Dineguan like all gone and all, but like
Just died.
okay, I'm sorry.
Too soon.
Bad joke. It didn't land. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay,
that was a
let's
good
just
one.
get rid of this.
And then I go back to praying. Go back.
I'm gonna put this just nothing happened. Right back in there.
You do so. Do you want to look at the clear one?
Yeah, let's look at this. I'm gonna take a sniff for sure because
This one smells kind of woodsy,
oh,
but pleasant. Doesn't smell. No, you don't smell anything alarming.
okay, definitely still not great to drink. I don't know if any of you take any shots of woodsy juice, but
Fizzy juice.
woodsy juice. I don't even know what to do with this.
Woodsy Juice, that's my rap name. Ariana Grande featuring Woodsy Juice.
The remix.
Remix.
I'm interested.
Anything we can apply this to? Should I pocket this for later, maybe?
I vote save it for later.
Okay. That's it, because I'm not going to drink that. I don't know what else to do with it.
Maybe you could see if anybody else knows what it is. Maybe they could do an Arcana check on it.
Oh, yeah. Or I could do that too, right?
Or a nature check, some kind of check, whatever you think might be helpful.
How about can I do a nature check?
Absolutely.
Okay. And that's a D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a 10.
You should have something plus nature though.
Right. So my D20 was 5.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna say that as a gnome who has lived among the woods, I'm gonna say you have advantage. So you can go ahead and roll another one.
23.
Okay, yeah. It took you a moment because you're not used to it being this quality. It's very pure. And what you're used to is a little bit more rustic, but this is a potion of bark skin. So if you apply it to your bare skin, it will increase your defenses by making your skin as tough as bark.
Oh,
And it'll last for an hour.
It is Woodsy Juice.
woodsy juice. I'll hang on to this because
There's only enough for one person, but
Okay.
it'll last for an hour.
Oh, I was gonna ask if we could all take a sip, but never mind.
How about I just hang on to it for now, and then when the time comes, we can just pop it out. Whoever needs it the most, eh? Sound good? Cool.
Excellent. All right. Now, as everyone has been making their investigations, Filipino has been communing with his goddess and setting up his beautiful ritual. It's very atmospheric, very witch talk. Get out of here. Sorry, my cat's eating my pizza. We have to have a fight. All right. No, seriously, go away.
Cat's
You,
eating-
yeah, I didn't eat the whole thing, and she saw a moment of weakness and pounced. So you cast your spell, praying for your goddess, and as you look around, you see several things seem sort of important, and I'm going to screen share. Hang on one second.
Oh,
Where are you?
This better not be just like a scary picture of an awesome.
No, I won't jump. I promise not to jump scare you.
Okay, thanks.
I'm just gonna find the slide because it's like the one slide you can look at. You can't look at any of the others. Oh, come on, buddy.
The anticipation.
This is what you see.
Ooh.
oh.
Okay. Oh, it sparkles.
So,
So that's what he
everything
looks like.
that you see on the right side is lit by a soft golden glow when you look at it. Philip.
Oh, hey guys. Okay, I'm seeing things, and I point to each thing that I see. I point to the hidden message. There's a hidden message.
Mm-hmm. You know that there are words. You can tell that there are
Oh.
words, and you can tell that there's something arcane about it, but you can't read it just by looking at it. There doesn't appear to be anything there.
So it's like a puzzle. There's like symbols or I can't read it, guys.
So each of the golden dots just denotes one of these things that is lit up. So everything that's magical in the room, the portrait seems to be magical. It's stuck to the wall. You can't seem to move it. Right above the portrait, there's something, you think it's a hidden message. There's definitely something on there that you can't read, but magically it is pinging. We've got our trap door down here, but it is stuck tight. And then we have our points of interest over here was the globe full of the bottles.
Gotcha.
So it's probably saying that it's magic because of the potions that were in there. We have the sword that Bakit has been playing with. We have the sorry, I forgot. This one, this one's the box of jewels, right? And then we have our desk. And when you look at the desk closely, in particular, it's the golden mirror and the paper and pens, even though they look blank. They seem to be just regular pens and paper. It's possible that it's just magical residue left over from this magician, the mage, Ellen, using them. But there's definitely some trace of magic there.
Am I the only one who can see these things?
Yes. So you will need to point these out.
Yeah. So I put each one of my one votive candle next to each of these things. And I go, I've spoken to Aaliyah, and these are magical.
Oh, how about can we take this pen and the paper? You take the pencil, you rub the pencil sideways on a piece of paper.
Oh.
Does that work?
To try and get the message?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be working. It's just kind of coming out all colored in.
Okay, shoot.
I'd like to investigate this box of jewels.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you pick up the box?
I do, and I look inside at all the jewels inside.
Okay, so inside you see all of these different jewels. They've all been cut and polished. They shimmer, and you can kind of run your hands through them.
Sure.
They feel very nice and expensive, very expensive. And one of them in particular seems to be brighter and it's a red jewel.
I pick it up. Ooh, so
Okay.
pretty.
It is very pretty. Not really sure what it does. Do you want to try and check it out?
Yeah, I show it to my friends. You guys, something special about this one. Ooh. And I'm going to sit and tinker with it for, I want to try and see if I can understand why it's magical.
Okay. Make an Arcana check and an Insight check.
Okay. Arcana, I got a 10. Insight, I got a 16.
Okay, so you're not sure exactly what it does. You haven't seen this kind of magic before, but you intuitively know that this will be a very helpful thing to keep on your person in case of a fight.
Gotcha. Then I will keep it on my person.
In case of a fight.
Right, in case of a fight.
Excellent. But you do get the feeling that it's not directly related to this puzzle.
Okay.
So puzzle. Keyword puzzle.
Okay. What else is in the room? Let's see. The sword. Okay, so the sword, the jewels. Did we talk about the globe with the bottles and the desk with the golden mirror? The mirror. Zabada badong mbop zabadong badong zabadong badong gadonk.
The dobong. My gosh.
Zedobong, Manok.
Please respect my tiefling brothers and sisters and address us by our actual names.
I'm so sorry. Batala. Okay. What's going on with that mirror you got over there? Badong. Adobo.
Okay, so I was looking at the mirror earlier and I saw something in it that isn't in this room, but I just saw a glimpse of it. Like it showed up in the reflection and then it was gone again. But yeah. So I don't know what that could work with among these points of interest we have.
Can we just there's like mirror paper pens. I feel like something needs to be.
Can I hold the mirror up and hold it up to the portrait and the message?
Yes. So it takes you a little bit of angling, but once you can see the portrait in the mirror, you can read something that's written in the mirror that looks just like regular wood when you look at it with your naked eye.
What does it say?
And
can I read it?
Yes, you can. Hold on 1 second. Ugh, I gotta.
So
okay, so right above it, right here, you see "Show me only wealth."
Show me only wealth. Gotcha. I'm gonna say Philip's not that smart, so I was holding it up like, and I'm like, this one must be broken. I don't see myself, and it just happened to and I just happened to be angling it towards where the message is. And
yes, I'll say that the others are close enough to notice it, so you technically find it. But
cool.
I'll say that Zabadong is the first person to actually read it. Yeah.
Cool.
Can we point the mirror facing all the jewels?
Sure.
Does that do anything?
It doesn't seem to.
I showed the wealth.
So you've got that red.
No, I think we show the wealth to the portrait, not the mirror.
Yeah, you got that ruby, right? But then there's still the pen and the.
Oh, yeah, I found this, and I bring out the ruby and I hold it up to the portrait.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
I know.
Okay.
No.
What's in the mirror? Is it what did you see? Was it a moving thing?
Oh.
Was it a stationary thing? That you saw that wasn't in the room?
I would say that you know now that you caught a glimpse of this message. That was what you had seen.
Yeah, I caught a glimpse of this message.
Oh, hello, though. We have a big, very ornate, useless sword. Just saying, maybe we could try that. I don't know if this portrait's got those little creepy eyes that kind of move around, but
I'd say you definitely get a sense that there, this portrait is all seeing.
Oh, okay. Well, then may I take the swordy sword and that thing's kind of fake-o though. Let's try it anyway for funsies.
All right, you hold up the sword. Nothing happens.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
What is this portrait's definition of wealth that we can show it?
Is it the whole box of jewels? Okay, hold up the whole golden box of jewels.
Try
Is this
it.
what you want? Is this enough?
Is our
It's not
friendship the wealth? Do we hug each other and face the painting?
Let's
can
hug each other
certainly-
in front of it.
My
You can
mom always
certainly
said,
try.
friends are priceless, and I hug Baki. You can't
You all-
put a price on friendship.
You all have a beautiful bonding moment, but the portrait is unmoved.
Unmoved
Straight
in
up.
several ways.
It's actually it's sturdier in place. It's
It
like
hated
I'm
it.
impressed.
glued down harder. Yeah.
And bye.
Got sword, we got paper, pens.
So if the player is stumped, your character could always possibly try some skill checks in order to parse out what might be helpful.
Can
Let's
I
do it.
try? Yeah.
All right, what would you like to try to check? Or what skill would you like to try and use?
I have a bunch of skills like that are very high in performance and persuasion, and I'm like, show me. I'll do. Can I do insight? Oh.
Yes, you may. Do an insight check.
Oh my god, I got 4.
It's just you were definitely sensing something earlier when you were checking the portrait. It was probably this message. You feel like the message itself is important. Something about the message, the way the message is written, is important.
I'd like to do an insight check, pray to Aaliyah, see if I can get a feeling of what I should do here. Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I would say that would be a religion check because you're asking,
Okay.
appealing directly to her, right?
Yes, gotcha. Okay, I got a 17.
Okay. Okay. Hang on one second, actually. You definitely get sense that she wants, if at first you don't succeed, that you need to pick yourself up
try
and
again. So I start dusting myself off. Okay, you guys, I spoke to Aaliyah and she said we need to dust ourselves off and try again. we need a resolution.
You use the sword as a cane.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes. So what should we try again?
May I do a history check on this sword?
Sure.
So I got 12.
There's some scratched writing on the handle of the sword. And it seems to say less mighty.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
So the pen.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the message cantation and the comprehend languages spell. I can't use that to like find out what these messages actually mean, right?
No, you'd need to use it on a message that you've already found. So perhaps if you found another clue, you might be able to use that.
It sounds like we need to use the pen. The sword seems kind of useless-ish. Well, not useless, but
The pen
Right.
is mightier than the sword.
right. So that's like, but what do you do? The paper. I don't know.
show the portrait the pen.
Sure. Let's do it for funsies.
Right,
Hey,
you do so. It doesn't seem interested.
Oh, well, we tried that. Exhausted that option. Looks like, I mean,
Can I try the door?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was like, can I try? You know what? Thank you, Alia. And I roll my sleeves up and I try the trap door again.
All right, roll a strength check.
Okay. This time I got a 10 again. with guidance? Can I use?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Okay. I got a 14.
Okay, so the handle snaps off in your hand.
Jesus.
And as you're kind of like staring down at it in shock, there's some writing on it.
Oh, hey, that's what I meant to do, guys. Look, I wanted to show. Look, there's a message on it. Yeah, I look at the message.
That's an Elvish.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can do something with that.
Nice. And I give it to Bucket.
I have comprehend languages somewhere in these million sheets I have. Yes.
Yes, so you are able to use your comprehend languages to decipher what is on the handle. And it says as written.
It says as written?
You feel like this is a clue.
Can we put them, what does it say what are the phrases we have thus far? Does it make a sentence?
Only wealth.
Show me only wealth.
As written.
As written, and less mightier?
Less mighty.
Less mighty.
Oh, can I check my little ruby and see if there's any writing on it?
Yeah, you can check.
Or the jewels? Was there any writing on the jewels of the ruby?
Yeah. So you look at your particular ruby. No, it's whatever is magical source in it. That's different. It doesn't seem to be related to your current predicament. The box of jewels just seems to be a box full of treasure.
Okay.
This is like a D&D escape room.
Yeah. Was there?
I was just gonna say, this feels like an escape room.
Was there any? And what about like writing on the bottles or the globe? I'm just looking around for more writing, more clues.
Do you want? Okay, you can examine the globe.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll in. You could do perception or investigation. Either one's fine.
Okay.
I feel after this we got to try that pen to paper because it's like feels like we're getting we're there.
A 12.
That looks like a map.
Ah. Oh, there's my home.
Yeah.
Sorry. Focus. Though.
You
Focus.
You get distracted by your amateur geography.
Have we already tried pouring all the bottle stuff onto the paper?
Well, one of it was just like a protection thingamadooter that was like the bark skin. One was the ass that I drank, and the other one was did nothing. The blue stuff.
It was blood, right?
It was blood. Oh yeah, the metallic stuff. So do not recommend. Yeah. I mean, we could try the pen to the paper, but I don't know what to write. Do I just draw a butt? Like, where do we go from here? I mean, I'm all for drawing butts on it. That's cool. Do I need to do a check for that or
no? You know what? Yeah, do a performance check. Let's see how good this butt is. How good is this butt?
I've been told back home I have a pretty good one, and I model for her.
Oh, sure.
If you need a point of reference, I've been told.
It looks like Bundesol. Good job.
Thank you. It's just 2 buns.
Buns.
Yeah. 12.
Okay, that is a fair representation of a butt. And you hold that pouette right up in front of that portrait, and you see the portrait's eyes move.
Oh.
Every time. You're welcome.
But it doesn't seem to be doing quite enough. But you definitely feel like you're on the right track. Maybe there's something else that you need to show him.
The butt was not thick enough.
Don't tell me he wants the front. All right, let's do it. I mean, I haven't done this since college. Okay, and I go, no, that can't be it. That can't be it.
Let's see. If we write, so mightier than the sword, but like, what are the other quotes between like pen is mightier than the sword? What were the other chunks of info again?
Can I do another check on the globe?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that.
You know, and I'm gonna pray for Aaliyah to help you to do better than I did. I give him my guidance.
Excellent.
Thank you. Which skill should I do?
You can do insight or perception should be fine. Either one's fine.
Okay, I'll do insight.
Okay.
And I got a 20.
Nice.
Okay. So you're looking over this globe and it seems like something is off about it. And when you kind of pinpoint what it is, you see that there is a message on the globe that's spelled out, and it says it's in the writing.
It says it's in the writing, y'all.
Okay, so no more buts. It's definitely something, probably a phrase of sorts, yeah?
So yeah, you definitely get the feeling like whatever magic is behind this portrait started to kind of awaken when you showed it the paper and something that you had written.
As written. Mightier than the sword, as written. I'm finally typing this out because I couldn't remember them all.
And then the hidden message was,
it's in the writing as written. Kind of redundant, not the way I would have done it. But I like the meter. Is mightier, show me only wealth.
Can I use Fox's cunning?
yes.
How do I do that?
So you're going to use Fox's cunning on yourself, and then I imagine that you're going to do a check, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you cast Fox's cunning, and that gives you advantage on intelligence check. And then you are just gonna you're gonna look at all these clues, kind of set out in front of yourself, and you're gonna do a straight intelligence check. And you get advantage. So you get to roll twice and then tell me what the highest number is.
Okay, I got 15.
Okay, 15 is pretty good. I'd say with your little boost of Fox's cunning and all of the investigating that you guys have done, it clicks into place. Show me only wealth. Wants you to write something on a paper. You grab the paper and a pen and you write the word wealth. And you hold it up in front of the portrait, and
Nice.
behind you, the trapdoor opens.
Hey!
Whoa!
Oh, we got the escape room.
You did.
All right.
Good job.
I was gonna laugh if my fellow sorcerer over here just had some spell this whole time. But, cool.
This is when Zedabong's like, I have a spell called Open Door. Should I cast that now?
I was going through all of this list and like,
solve
cool.
puzzle.
I mean,
Will
you're
that spell
tiefling.
help us here?
So yes, now you have you've got this open passage going into the deep. You found this journal that tells you what the plans are, and as you start to kind of peer down, you see a loose piece of a scroll that's gotten caught in the mechanism.
We look at that piece of. I look at that
Yeah, I
piece
was
of
like,
paper.
pick it up and look at it, y'all.
I pick it up and I look at it.
You can ignore it, you know. So you pick it up, you unfurl it. It looks like it's been ripped out of the journal, and it explains the ritual that has been cast in order to control the sea dragon. And basically, it's a concentration spell, and so that means that. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Interrupting, there are two ways that you can prevent this dragon from wreaking havoc and destroying the troops that you left on the beach. You have to interrupt the spellcaster's concentration. And you can either do that by physically disrupting the host. So you can find the Mage Allen under deck and confront him. Or as you are standing over this trap door, you kind of see a little light coming in. You've been puzzling over this for quite some time, and the dawn is starting to creep in. Or you actually feel the waves starting to rock the boat. You can go up deck and confront the thing that has decimated your friend and party member, Deanie. So onward below, or back up to the top to face the dragon. Those are your options.
And as a whole party together, right?
I would highly recommend.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to tell you how to run your campaign, but also
I vote we keep going down below.
I agree.
Yeah, that mage killed Deanie. We can't let Mage only get away with that.
All right, let's keep going down below.
But oh gosh, I don't want to harm the sea dragon just because it's all like under a magic spell, right?
I'm with you
Right.
on that. Yeah.
yeah, so the dragon is the one that's possessed up top.
Oh, up top. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
so you'd have to
Yeah.
snap him around enough for him to snap out of it, or you have to go down and stop the mage who's casting.
Oh, okay, we're doing mage. Okay, got
All
my
right.
directions kind of confused. Gnomes aren't really great at directions. 'Cause
Excellent. So as you are starting to climb down out on the ocean, the boats are beginning to be deployed from the ships, and your troops are rolling out onto the sand, preparing to meet Mage Allen's forces, and you are going down to confront the sorcerer. So we've chosen option A. You go down to the trap door. Down the stairs leads to a secret chamber in the belly of the ship. You notice that as you continue down this path, that you are encountering water the further down that you go, and that the ship is slowly sinking. So
my
first
God.
it's just a little damp, and then you kind of goes up to your ankles. By the time you make it to the main chamber, it's almost up to your knees. So it's not enough really to hamper your movement very much, but it is definitely noticeably becoming submerged. There you find a gaunt, pale-skinned man with a haughty expression, who you recognize from his portrait as the Mage Allen. And he lurks in the near darkness. Fools, he hisses at you. Do you know who I am? I have discovered worlds. I will conquer yours without question. Flee now, and you may save your worthless lives.
Mage Allen, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Because you were asking, and I just recognize you from the portrait. We've seen your work. Hey, you killed our friend. No, we're gonna stop you.
Okay. And with that, I need everybody to roll initiative.
how deep is this water, though? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
So it's a little deeper for you, but I'll say that you're so adept. Yeah, it's more like but you're adept. You can do a little hop, you can do a little skip, you can jump up
Get
and
on my
fire off some
shoulders if
magic.
needed.
okay. Didn't know if
Or
I
you-
needed to like summon some little dugong or something.
You
so,
can
okay.
you can also do a riding check to clamber up the side of one of your allies. So
We're
yes,
good right now. Right now.
If you can dream it, you can be it.
Okay. Which one of y'all's the tallest though? Because just in case.
I'm 6'2".
Whoa.
The other tieflings usually are probably taller too,
Probably
right?
the tieflings. Yeah.
I'm 6'7".
Wow.
I put you on my
I'm
shoulder.
6'4".
Okay. All right, fellow sorcerer. I just in case, let you know.
Got your back.
Okay. Let me get everybody's initiative. 1 second. Get to that slide. Okay, so initiative 20 and up. 15 to 20. All right, what do we have?
19.
Ooh, nice. And then Philip, what do we have?
18.
18 and
15.
Makit? 15. So that is one. Where'd I go? There I am. 3. Excellent. And then 10 to 15. Which
12. 12.
All right. She is dead. 4. And then what did Muddy Small have? 3.
Easily 3.
You're just you're just fighting for your life, and so amongst the water. So right now you're a little distracted. So then, right off the bat, you see, close his eyes, and he casts a spell, and you see a flock of bats just appear out of nowhere and kind of obscure him in this wave of creatures. So any attacks on him are going to be made with disadvantage for the short duration of the spell. And with that, it is going to be Zedebong's turn to start off the round.
Oh, I'm gonna cast my spell Water Walk just to make sure that in case the water rises, we will not drown. And for Mary Small, you don't have to do this as hard. Yeah, you can just you can concentrate on fighting and not have to. Yeah.
Excellent. So everyone except for the Mage Ellen, who is still in water to his knees, is lifted to the top of the water. You are now able to treat that water as regular terrain. You've got just as good stance and balance as you would on dry land. All right.
Cool.
Did you want to do any movements, or are you good for your turn?
Attacking him, I can't do that, right?
Right, because you already cast a spell.
I'm just gonna chill here.
All right.
Stand in place.
You did your part. And Philip, it is.
Sure. So I see this like cloud of bats that he summoned, and I'm like, whoa! I didn't mean to fight. And I go and I want to hide behind, like, is there a crate or a column or something?
Make a stealth check.
Okay. I just want to duck behind. I got an 11.
All right. So yeah, you're kind of in a panic. There's a lot of like things are floating, so you kind of put yourself behind a crate, but it is bobbing. Yeah, so it's half cover at best, really.
Okay, cool. Is that my action? I wanted to cast a spell, but it's okay.
I'll say that the moving and the hiding was your movement and your bonus action, so you can still cast the spell.
Okay, sweet. So as I'm running, I'm like, hey, play fair, and I cast Dispel Magic on that cloud of bats because I want it to go away.
All right. Let me make sure you don't have to make a check for that. Or maybe I need to make a check for that. Oh, what's your spell casting ability?
Oh gosh, where is that? It's +6. Is that? Oh, you mean wisdom? Or
so it's
my modifier.
What spell level did you cast Dispel Magic?
3rd level.
3rd level. Okay, so it was 13. So I roll for that. Yeah, it's the bats kind of skitter away, and you now have a clear shot. He kind of turns and glares at you, and his eyes shine with an unnatural red light.
You might want some eye drops for that.
And then it is going to be Bucky's turn.
So the current situation is that the bats are gone, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. And the water's like not affecting us as much anymore.
Right.
So the dude's just, our friend Alan, not friend, is just standing there?
Yeah, he's just in the water up to his knees. Kind of his little attack stance.
Can I use True Strike cantrip?
Yes. Hang on one second. Okay, yeah. So you want to kind of get a little insight about this guy, and on the next turn, you'll get an advantage to your attack. Right. So you kind of scope him out a little bit, and you realize that by tapping into the power of the Aswang, that he has become in one of them himself, and that he has all of the weaknesses and advantages of a vampire.
And we still got that blood, right?
I think she put it back.
Oh.
Okay, you did.
You did? I thought you no.
Zadobong manok, you don't have any garlic on you, do you? I mean,
No,
Oh,
despite my namesake, I did not have garlic.
Excellent. And then next, it's going to be Batala.
I'm gonna scorpion this fool. Burning hands spell.
All
As you-
right.
Yeah. Burn his ass.
Okay, so you kind of reach out, and flames shoot out from your hands in an arc.
Toasty.
And he let's see how dexterously he is able to. He's real good. In fact, actually, this isn't his first fight, and as soon as you shoot that fire at him, he nat 20'd it. So he drops down into the water, and the flame passes harmlessly overhead.
Damn.
That would have been good though. Would have been good.
Okay.
Right, and when he pops back up, he's already mid spell, and you see. Sorry, one second. I went way back in my PowerPoint. You see that he has a summoning circle that must have been hidden underneath the water, that was already traced out on the ground, and 5 homunculus, which are small winged, fanged demons, poof around him, and they all kind of start flying towards you. And then it is going to be Marismo's turn.
I'm going to target and cast Scorching Ray at the homunculus to get those guys out of the way.
Absolutely.
And it looks like it has 3 rays of light. 3 rays of light. There we go.
Yeah, so you can target 3 different ones. Bam, bam, bam. There's 5 of them total.
Cool.
So you need to make a ranged spell attack for each ray. So roll a d20 3 times.
Okay, 12, 8, 14.
2 of them hit, though one goes kind of rogue. That little homunculus is just too fast, too furious. But the other 2 hit and roll for damage. So
For the 2? Oh,
Yeah,
2d6.
so
Okay.
2d6 for one hit, and then 2d6 for the other hit.
6 and 4.
All right. 6 and 4. You see both of them. Psh, grr, they go up, psh, grr, and they're gone. So they have been crisped and are out of the way. And now we are back to the top of the round. So Mage Ellen, let me do this dicey roller. Goes for Bathala and rushes towards you much faster than you would expect from him, probably because of his vampire prowess. Oh, Jesus, nat 20. So he grabs you up by the throat and bites you. And you will take...
Oh, no.
Sorry. Where are you? .12 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Yikes.
And then he kind of throws you back down and hisses
Whoa.
at the rest of you, blood all over his face. The blood of your friend. And then with that, it will be Zedabon, because we were back at the top.
Okay. But Hala, I have no healing powers, so I'm sorry. Someone else will have to take care of you. I'm using the Entangle spell.
Okay. So I'll say that you are able to, because it's a fairly cramped area, but you guys are fairly spread out and ready to fight, that you're able to kind of angle your 20-foot range for this spell to just encapsulate the homunculus. There's 3 of them left.
Okay.
And the mage. And let me see
Nice.
how they do. Okay. 2 of the homunculus are immediately ensnared. So they're not hurt, but they are completely immobile and just hanging there like piñatas, tangled in a bunch of vines that have sprung up from the ground, as though there has been a secret jungle underneath this water all along. Both the mage and that same tricky little homunculus that escaped the scorching ray, just kind of veer out of the way. And even though the ground is rough terrain and it will be more difficult for them to travel through, they are not currently restrained at the moment. Yes.
No, I'm just reacting.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. And then that will bring us to the next person, which will be Bakit.
So just doing a quick
Right?
check.
Or did I skip somebody? Hold on.
I think I'm after.
I lied to you. It's Philip, and then it's Bakit.
Cool.
Right. You right.
Okay, so I'm imagining, so I tried to hide behind that crate and it like bobbed and put it away. I'm like, oh God, I look around, is there like a barrel or anything else I can jump into and hide?
Do a perception check.
Okay.
Things are moving around.
Things are moving.
So it
Ooh.
could be
19 plus 3, 22.
Oh yeah, you immediately see a barrel off to the side. It's nice. It's encapsulated. It looks sturdy. It looks like something you can clearly get in and out of, and you go for it, right?
And yep, I go in. I'm like, okay, gosh, and I get in there, and I'm like, Aaliyah, please help my friends. And I cast Bless at 2nd level, and I target my 4 friends here.
Excellent. And what does that do for them?
On their attack rolls, they get I think a D4 plus D4.
Excellent. So whenever you're going to do an attack roll or a savings throw, you're going to roll a D4 and you get to add that to it. Very nice. And you are currently hidden or believe yourself to be hidden.
Yep.
And that brings us to Bakit.
Okay, so here's the plan. I have advantage on my attack. Just checking what we have right now. So we still have the +1 magic rapier of silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can that kill the vampire?
It would probably, it feels like silver would be extra helpful against an undead creature, doesn't it?
Copy. Second question. We still got that red jewel that you mentioned might possibly be helpful in a fight?
Philip did retain that jewel.
Great. And we can't use all of those at the same time, right?
Unless I don't know what you want to do with them. You can try to do anything that you think that your character might do with those items.
Can the red jewel go into the sword? Like the sword is ornate, right? Like it has a bunch of jewels.
You have the sword, right?
Yes, sure. Let's go with that.
When you use your bonus action to take a quick glance over the sword now that you know exactly what to look for, and it does seem that there is an indentation that jewel could go into.
No,
it's all right.
Nice.
Sword.
All right. Okay, so I pop that jewel into the sword, and
You gotta get
that.
You gotta get that jewel.
I have it.
Oh,
Infinity
okay.
sword.
It's with the barrel boy.
Oh my god. Okay, so I with my 6'2" tieflingness dive over into the barrel. And not into the barrel because the barrel's too small. So
You cannot fit in this barrel.
Find another one. Find your own barrel. No vacancy.
I'm 6'2", so I football player run into and I grab like he passes it to me. It's a sweep, like
Yes,
like
it's cool. It's just like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You just,
like right.
you just
right
see
away.
my hand out of the barrel. You just see the hand sticking out.
Yeah.
I grab it and I pop the sucker in. And then can I go and attack?
I'll say yes. I'll say that was your movement, your bonus, and for rule of cool, you then get to just do a sweeping attack on this mage, which is good because it looks like he might be casting a spell. You kind of see that similar kind of shimmer around him that you saw when you dumped the offering into the water, and you have a feeling that this will not be a good spell if it completes. So go ahead and make an attack roll. Let's see how that goes.
Oh my god. Okay, so I roll. Do I?
So you roll.
What are my pluses
then,
that I get?
So you're gonna do plus what your dex modifier is and your proficiency.
Oh
so it's 3 is your proficiency, and then I'm not sure what your dex mod is.
So I got a 6 then.
Okay, so with all that added to it?
Yes, indeed.
Girl, okay. you had this like moment of realization. You called to your teammate who held up the jewel. You grabbed it. You turned. You flourished, and you just like completely whiffed it. Like this, like 2 feet. He didn't even try to block. He just kind of was looking at you, like. And then he casts Cone of Cold.
Oh, no.
So I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Even in the barrel?
With advantage.
Okay.
For barrel.
Thank you.
So you'll do a D20.
D20?
Yeah,
Okay.
a D20, and then you'll add your whatever, if you have any Constitution bonus. So if you have a +1 or 2 or 3 for your Constitution.
I have a 5.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
5 as well.
14.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
21.
All right, pretty good. Pretty good. So, Bathala, Marismal, and Philip are going to take half of this.
Mm.
Cool.
20 points of cold damage as the
Oh shoot.
What?
ice travels across and comes up your legs and freezes you, and you feel the cold shock traveling through your body. So it's 20 points of cold, except for Bathala, Marismal, and Philip only take 10.
Cool.
Yikes. That is not great.
Oh wow, where do we write that down on the sheet?
You can write it anywhere. I usually keep track of it in the same box that says what your HP is.
Your hit points?
Right.
Yeah, your hit points.
Does anyone have that any like healing magic at this point? I'm just curious.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, just curious. It's fine.
All right, and with that, it's going to be, that was Ashley's turn, yes. So, and then we are to Bathala.
Hellish Resistance. Where is it? Hellish Resistance?
Oh, I just remembered, I don't know if this would change anything, but I had Bless, so Bucket might have gotten another D4 on her attack roll.
Oh, go ahead and roll the
Also-
D4. Let's see.
Also, does it count because +1 magic for the rapier?
+1 is for attack. So you just get an attack
Okay.
bonus and you get extra damage.
So what is this roll? What do I add to this roll?
Roll a D4 and then
Oh, a D4.
yeah, and then add that to what you got before.
Okay, 2.
Okay, so an extra 2. And what was your roll before for your Constitution for that con save?
That was 1. Oh my god, it was like a 3, so a 6.
Okay, so it didn't help.
Actually, and Zedabong too.
Okay.
All my friends have Bless, yeah.
I'm throwing something right. Fireball.
Oh, hang on one second.
Oh, okay.
Zedabong, what did you have for your con? What was your con save? I just remember that it failed. I don't remember what the number was.
What was it? It was a 5.
Okay, yeah, you guys are too low. So it a little bit of like if it would put you over like to like 12, 13, which was what the DC was, then it's worth it. So I'll say that you hold on to that blessing and you might use it at a later time for something. So that way you don't lose it. I don't want to say that you tried it and lost it. All right, so Bathala,
Fireball.
So you said something else first. You said, yes, Hellish Rebuke.
I did.
Which, if you remember, is a special something that tieflings can do when they are hurt. They just have to remember to do it. And they can only do it once per round. And so as you react to this shocking cold by heating things up a little bit, and you point back at the warlock, and he is suddenly engulfed in flames. So the vampire is going to try and see how dexterous he can be again. Bro. Very dexterous. He is he's the most dexterous vampire that I have ever seen. And he does manage to avoid your fire. It is another nat 20. I'm so sorry.
Lost Boys keep swung as swung.
Yeah. He is.
Damn it, man.
He's
24.
Really, really hanging in there. But I will say that that one free-flying homunculus, the one that's not tangled up in the vines, does get caught in your Hellish Rebuke and he sizzles out. So now you really only have to worry about the vampire. So that's something. Okay. And move on to, so that was actually just a reaction to getting hit. So you still have your attack if you would like to do a separate attack.
Fireball his ass.
All right. So again, wait, are you using Fireball?
Yes.
In the ship?
Oh.
With 150-foot range?
I'm
just checking. You absolutely can do this. You absolutely can do this.
No.
I just wanted to make sure that was a thing we were doing.
Wait. Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost. I'm gonna flip it. Ray of Frost.
All right, you're gonna make him cold this time, since the fire just does not seem to be working out for you.
Yeah.
He was able to dip, dive, duck, and dodge out twice. So this time you're gonna make a ranged spell attack. So you roll a d20.
Okay. 8.
All right, add your spell modifier.
Oh.
Or your spell attack, right?
Where's that?
So that is your 8
18.
plus, what's that?
Is it 18? Is my spell? No.
That's a bit high for your level. So it's 8 plus your wisdom modifier. What's your wisdom modifier?
Wisdom modifier. 8.
That sounds too high.
Or is -1? I wrote 8 and I wrote -1.
Wait, your charisma. I'm sorry. I forgot you're a sorcerer. What's your charisma modifier?
Oh,
sorry, that's my bad.
14.
Okay, so that's a +2. So it's 8, 9, 10 plus your proficiency 11, 12, 13. So it's 13. That's
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, 13.
That's just okay. So that's your spell save DC.
Yes.
Okay, it hits. Yeah, so you can go ahead and roll for damage.
The 20, right?
No, you're gonna roll a D8.
D8. 8.
All right, full attack. So that frost, he sent it out. You send it right back. kind of creeps up his leg and freezes him a little bit in place, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet until your next turn. So he's a little bit slower.
Cool.
And then that brings us to Mary Small. Can't hear you.
Oh, you're muted.
We can stack holds, right? Like, say if I have something else that's like able to slow him even further, we can do that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So I'm just gonna like hide over this way because it's just easier, and go behind some sort of table type thing because it's But
yeah, you can make a check for stealth. Make it a stealth, but I'm gonna give you advantage because you're little.
Okay.
So you can hide under more things.
Is that a D6?
So you roll 2 D20s. Tell me the higher one.
4.
Is the higher one?
Yeah.
Plus, what's your stealth modifier?
1.
5. There's a lot of things are starting to get broken up in this fight. Also, you're starting to feel the ship kind of moving. You get the feeling that big dragon that was beneath you is maybe on the move, headed toward the shore. So you've got partial cover. You're like half hidden.
Okay. I guess I will cast hold person from here.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Come on. 8.
Great. So for that one, it's going to be a wisdom saving throw. So what's your spell save DC? That's that 8 plus your charisma modifier plus your proficiency.
Where's the proficiency again? Sorry.
Your proficiency is just +3. Everybody's just +3. It's on the first page, but
13. There we go.
all right. It looks like he got a 17, so he is still he manages to kind of shake it off, but he is still slowed because of Barthala's Ray of Frost. And that will bring us back to the top of the round. He is going to attempt an attack on Zebedon, let's see how he does. He's going to try to come up to you and bite you, just like he did to your good friend, Barthala. And it's an 18. So your AC is not 18, correct?
What is my AC? It's 11.
All right, so that definitely hits. And he bites into you for 14 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Gets a nice little taste of your blood.
Ah. Oh gosh.
Kind of tosses you to the side and says, "You'll have to do better than that." And that brings us back to your turn. So you get to react to just being bitten and tossed.
Okay. I'm gonna conjure animals.
Okay. If he can do it, why not you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can do four beasts of challenge rating 1/2. Is that what it's saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do that.
Okay. What do you want to summon? You have a couple of options.
Oh, what are
they're
the
all
options?
They're all chaotic. Do you want a water? Get away from my pizza. I'm going to fight you. I'm sorry. She thought I was distracted. Do you want one that's going to be in the water, or do you want one that's going to be on top of the water, like something that can move through the water?
Oh, I guess move through the water. Yeah.
Okay. So you can summon a giant goat, or 4 giant goats, I should say, a black bear, a giant wasp, or a warhorse. I will say that if you do the warhorse, you can only summon 2 of them because they are so big and there just really isn't that much space down here.
Right. I'm gonna go with the goats.
Okay, so 4 giant goats appear dotted around this creature, and they will obey any verbal commands that you give to them. They can understand your voice.
Cool.
And will do your bidding, and they have the same initiative as you. So I'm going to say that you can tell them to do something right now. They will get to go when you get to go.
All right. I need 2 of them to attack the flying things.
Okay.
And then the other 2 to attack the mage.
Okay, so you're going to send 2 of them to just take out those trapped ones. Go ahead and make 4 attack rolls.
Okay.
Let's see how everybody does.
I got 6, 12, 13, and 9.
Okay, so 6, 12, 9, 6 is your lowest, plus there. Okay, I think everything hits. So 2 of them ram into those tied up demonic imps that had been summoned by the vampire, and poof, they're bludgeoned, they are dead, they are gone. Your goats look very satisfied. Actually, those 2 goats start to eat the vines and the greenery as a reward, because they did as you asked. And then the other 2 rush the vampire, and despite the fact that he was able to duck 2 major powerful fire spells, he is at a loss when faced with these giant farm creatures. And they do manage to strike him, and you can roll for damage for this one, because the other 2, as long as you hit, you were gonna wipe those buddies out. Roll 2d4 plus 3 for each attack.
Wait, I roll 2 of the d4.
2 of the d4 plus 3, that's 1 attack. And then do it again for the second attack.
All right, so I rolled 2d4. There's 4 and 2, and then I add 3 to this. All right, so that's a 7.
All right, so first attack is 7.
All right. Now I got a 1, 3, then another 3, also a 7.
Okay, and another 7. He actually is looking a little disheveled. He's not looking quite as polished and confident, having faced these terrible creatures. And with that, it's going to be Philip's turn in the barrel.
Cool. So say I'm peering out at the top of the barrel, and I see Mage Allen like bite Zedabong, and it inspires me, and I'm thinking like, no, I need to help my friends. So I stand up in the barrel. Okay. And I say, I raise a fist to the sky, and I go, go Carabeo, and I summon my spiritual weapon, and it appears as the shape of the head of a carabao, like with the horns.
Ooh, okay.
And I cast my spiritual weapon, and it materializes like behind Mage Allen, and I go, go Carabeo, and I send it to ram into Mage Allen.
You do so. Make an attack roll.
Okay. I got 18 plus 6.
Totally hits.
24. Sweet. Okay, damage is 8.
Excellent. So he's been bowed by these rams. He's kind of standing up, trying to look intimidating, and then all of a sudden, he just gets like slammed in the back by this spiritual, celestial, ethereal carabao.
Awesome. And then I look over and I see Batala on the ground. I'm like, oh no. So I want to clamber out of the barrel and make my way over to him. I'm coming for you.
Excellent. You do so. So with your movement, you're able to go to your friend.
Great.
Excellent. Next is Bucket.
So I have Inferno Legacy. Does that mean I can do 2 things in this turn?
Infernal Legacy generally means that you are just resistant to fire. Oh wait, do you mean the? Well, oh wait, yeah, the your resistance. That's the hellish resistance. I'm sorry. Infernal Legacy is that you have. Yeah, so you have the hellish rebuke that you could do. So do you want to use your hellish rebuke for getting injured?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of how many things I can do right now. So can I use a spell and attack?
You can use hellish rebuke and you can attack.
Can I use a different spell and attack? Okay, that's fine too.
Unless it's a bonus action spell.
Which would be like what? Cure Wounds, a bonus spell.
I think.
No.
Oh wait, no, it's Healing Word. Which one's?
Yeah, Healing Word.
Healing Word is.
I also have Healing Word.
Yeah, I knew it was one you had. Sorry.
Okay, great. Can I do Healing Word?
Yes, you can do Healing Word and attack.
Okay, great. Let's do that.
All right. So, who are you healing?
Who is hurt the most right now out of all of us?
I don't know.
Either me or Bathala.
Yeah, one of you has been.
Who is like profusely bleeding?
I'll say that you're able to do a perception check, so you can tell her if you're messed up. She can probably tell by looking at you. So what's your HP like?
Mine's 15.
Wait.
Mine wasn't very high in the first place.
Yeah. So have you guys been minusing when I've told you that you've been hurt?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm 27.
Okay.
I only wrote -10 once. I'm sure there's probably more that I needed to have taken off.
Yeah, you got hit
forgot.
twice.
Okay, yeah.
No, it's taking off the hit point maximum.
Yeah, so I think you had 24.
Yeah.
Kuya.
No,
because you had the 10 and then 14, I think.
Okay.
So take that away from your. So what?
Okay.
How much do you have left now?
Oh, I have it written down that I had 20 the first time for the piercing cold,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had 14.
Yes. So you were minus 34. So what's your current?
Let's see, 37.
I promise I won't remember this.
I
This is
have
just for her.
3.
Okay, so
my
I would
God.
say Zabadong is probably the worst off because Batala had half damage for the cold. He was able to block a little bit of it. So I don't think he's quite as bad off. So you can, just by looking at him, see that he's bleeding profusely. He looks pretty messed up. You probably want to help him out with a little Healing Word action.
Great. Do I roll a 1d4?
Yes, so you're going to roll a 1d4 and then add your charisma modifier.
So that's a 4.
You rolled a 4?
I had a 1 and then I got +3.
Okay, fantastic. So you have 4 more hit points.
Great.
Woohoo!
a little further from death.
Okay, and so with my attack, I have follow-up questions now. So
Yeah.
since I gave that offering to my beloved sea creature friend, does that mean we're tight, or like, does it still belong to this like Alan dude?
I don't know. It's outside of the ship. You would have to interact with it to find out.
Ah, okay, pass for now, but nice to know. Can I take another stab at this sword?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Okay, I got my number. What do I add to it again?
So you're going to add your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Great, so I got 14.
Okay, that hits.
Yay!
So as you go to hit, you know that a rapier generally does about 1d8 of damage. But as you are swinging and you manage to catch him in his side, the blade glows.
Ooh.
And you roll 4d8 of damage.
Whoa!
Yeah, come on, let's do this.
Yeah. Make a barbecue stick.
D8?
4d8s.
Like banana Q?
Banana Q.
It's
Gotta
not
go
that
cut out
much.
something.
I got 17.
Okay, so it lights up, and you notice when you pull back that the wound stays, and it's kind of glowing a little bit. And he definitely is starting to look a little bit rough. So with that, it's going to be Bathala's turn.
Okay. I'm lost. I'm trying to figure out what my thing was before I to take to the where I take away that 34 to figure out where I'm currently at. How do I get my original? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure where you're getting 34. So you have
10, -10 and -14, right? Oh, I'm sorry, 24. -24.
Yeah, you're 24. So
I'm doing that from where?
From your health.
Where's my health?
It's in the middle first sheet. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. And how did I get the health?
You should have rolled with that. I think we did that together. You sent me your sheet, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't think I had it in there.
Did you not? Where'd you send me your sheet? Did you email it to me?
In the
Did
chat,
you where'd you
in the chat.
It's in the chat? Okay, hang on. Do.
I didn't think I did that.
There you are. Okay.
Sorry, y'all. I just
Oh,
got
good. Koyuki's like, I'm not even gonna get hit. I don't need to. I don't need to know.
I don't even
Just
know.
confidence.
No.
It's not loading for me. Hold on. Maybe it loaded now. Oh, it's not loading for me. Yeah, I thought you did it because I thought we did that one together. All right, it's not loading for me, so I can't see anything. Chill out, computer.
Didn't we all start out with 34?
Are you're a sorcerer?
Yeah.
What was Marismal's?
Mine was 24 total because I'm a gnome.
Right, so you had a little bit less.
I'm sure I'm holding on by.
All right, so you were, I'm going to say you were 30, so you've got 6
Okay.
HP.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so you're about 6 HP.
Okay. Thank you. My apologies.
You're good. It's all good to get caught up. Now, what would you like to do with your 6 HP?
Wow. I'm just gonna go Leroy Jenkins and just try and stab him with my dagger and see.
Absolutely. Let's do it. He's already bleeding. You're getting caught up in the bloodlust.
I'm just gonna go ham on his ass.
Let's do it. So go ahead and roll an attack. So a D20.
Got it.
Go hamon.
17
is what you rolled.
Yes.
Nice. So yeah, so plus your you'll also have like your dex modifier and your proficiency bonus, but 17 is enough to hit, so that's totally fine. So you can go ahead and roll for damage, and a dagger, I think, is a D6.
I think that's
a D4. So go ahead and roll a D4.
Yeah. Come on, 4.
Come on, 4.
1.
All right. Plus your dexterity modifier. Plus your proficiency, or no, yeah, just plus your dexterity modifier.
2.
All right, so 3. You
3.
you go. Is it plus 2 or just
no +1? So plus
okay,
1
so
plus 1, so 2. Yeah.
You get hype. You get excited. You forget that you're a sorcerer and not particularly strong, and you shank him a little bit, and he does have shed a little vampiric blood, and you feel good. You feel good about yourself.
All right. Cool.
And that's
I love the support from the squad out there. I see.
Marismal.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, is it me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, from here, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Excellent.
Oh wait. Is it 20? Is it a D20? Creature taker.
So everybody needs, well, not everybody. Marismol, I would say. So Bakit and Bathala, you need to make Constitution saving throws.
Is it a D20?
Yes. So roll a D20 and then add your Constitution modifier, whatever bonus you have from that, and let me know what you get.
13.
9.
Okay. Right. So this tiny but fierce Marismol kind of concentrates, and from her little hiding place, you see this enormous bolt of lightning shoot across the space and strike the vampire. But unfortunately, because both Bakit and Bathala have just attacked him, you're right up on this dude, you get a little bit of the recoil. And so let me roll for damage. Okay, both of you take 5 points of lightning damage. So that brings Bathala to 1 HP.
Yeah.
He's looking rough. Philip, you're a cleric. You've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
This man, you don't understand how this man is still standing. It's not pretty, but the vampire is taking some damage. So he actually takes 22 points of lightning damage.
Hey.
And you notice that his wound is glowing even brighter.
Oh, great.
Excellent.
And that brings us to the top of the round.
He got a glow up.
He is going to try to grab and bite Bakit, who is his biggest threat. Let's see how he does. 7.
Oh.
So he swipes for you, but his side, it pains him, and he isn't quite able to focus enough to grab hold of you. And then that brings us to the top of the round, to Zedrick.
All right. So my 4 goats are still active.
Your 4 goats are still active.
Great. I'm gonna have them all attack him.
Let's do it. They all turn in mass, like little zombie mind-controlled goats, and lower their heads and rush. Make 4 attack rolls.
Okay. And that's is that D20s?
Yeah, make 4 D20s.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, your little Calderetta crew.
Calderetta crew.
All right. It's 1, 10, 6, and 20.
All right, so the one that goat, actually, he makes eye contact with the vampire, and he decides, nah, and kind of like goes back to eating the vines. He doesn't want any smoke. But the others they're dedicated. They're making it happen, and they rush and make the attack. And so you get 3 hits. So it's 2d4 plus 3 for each of them. It will be very funny if you kill this vampire with some goats.
That's ironic.
7 and then 3 for each of them.
Okay. So he's definitely looking rough. Bam, bam, bam. He's getting very bruised, but he's still standing. Still seems to be more or less in control of his facilities. And then that will bring us to Philip.
Right. So I was running over to go help Bathala, and then he ran off. So I'm like, it's like me, I'm chasing a chicken. I'm like, wait. Let me help you. Help me help you. And so I finally make it up to him, and I put my 2 fingers on the bite marks, and I cast Cure Wounds at first level.
You do so.
You're just gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, you're bleeding.
You're bleeding. I got you. So I got an 11 total, so 11 HP for Bathala.
Excellent. So now you are at 12 HP. You are feeling much less like death.
Hey, salamat po.
I got you. Walang anumans. And I look back, and I look over at Mage Alan, I say, I'm not a fighter, but I'll make an exception for you. Go Carabeo! And I command Carabeo to fly up into the air and come crashing down from above into Mage Alan.
Excellent, you do so. I think you need to make another attack roll, yes?
Yeah, yes. Okay, let me do that. So I get 17 plus 6.
Oh yeah, that
23.
definitely
Okay.
hits.
Nice. And for damage, I got a 9.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, you hit him and it seems like something's changed. So once you hit him, he looks up at you, and where his eyes have been glowing an unnatural red, for a moment they sort of flicker and go back to looking kind of human. And you think that you may have broken his concentration.
Ooh.
And then that brings us to Bakit.
I have to check my notes.
You're good.
So I remember I got a blessed a while ago that I never really used. What does that do?
D4. So you can
D4?
add that to your attack roll. You can add it to a save.
All right. Is anybody hurting currently? Does anyone need any health?
I think they're getting by.
Isn't Zadobo
Yeah,
like 4?
Oh yeah, Zadobo is pretty. Yeah, you did Zedamon? You didn't get any healing, did you? Oh wait, you did. You got a.
I think you did earlier, but I'm still at a 7.
I think
Yeah,
he's still less than 10.
Yeah, I'll help you out now. Let's do that. I
Wait,
roll
but Hala is 1. I feel like
No, he got more.
He's
He
up to
got-
11 now or something.
Okay.
Yeah, he's up to 12.
Yeah.
All right. So what die do I roll to help?
So you are you doing your bonus action?
The heal. Yeah.
Yeah, for healing word, it's a D4.
And roll. I got a 4.
Okay, so plus your
So 7.
charisma.
Oh yes, plus 7.
Wonderful. So he gets 7. You get 7 HP.
Okay. And so then what does the bless do? Oh, I get to roll a d4 and add.
Yeah, and so now you can add
Great.
HP to him, or you can save it for your attack. It's up to
Let's
you.
attack. Let's
Okay,
attack.
let's do that. All right, roll your attack.
And this is with the handy dandy sword.
Yes. Yeah, you're ready. You're swiping it.
Yo, okay, I got 18. And then what
Whoa.
can I add to this?
You don't need to add because it's gonna hit. So
Okay.
you can I'm gonna let you add it to your damage.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So you're going to roll what was it we said? 4 d8s
Yes.
Wow.
plus a d4.
Oh my god. Okay, and now we roll. And the total is 25.
Ooh, yes. He was already looking really rough. And what you have done now has just brought him to his knees. So he has collapsed in front of you. He's bleeding. There's the blood that is flowing from his body is glowing slightly with unnatural power. The smell of death is kind of wafting from him as he kind of growls at you. And suddenly you feel the whole room shake. I need everybody to make a dexterity save. So a d20
Roll a 20.
plus whatever it says for dexterity save up at the top of your first page. So where we clicked what you were good at for your saving throws.
It's this number, right?
Nope, left. Or
Oh, this one?
yeah, so right underneath your proficiency bonus.
Huh.
You see it?
Oh, okay. I got 23.
Nice. So you are so steady on your feet. You just kind of sidestep. You're able to maintain your balance excellently. Let's see how everybody else is doing.
7. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
7. Okay.
16.
16.
Mhm.
I'd say you're definitely feeling wobbly, but you're still more or less on your feet. Philip, what did we get?
5.
Okay. And Patala?
11.
11. You kind of fall on your butt in the water. But you're not hurt. You're okay. But Philip and Mary Small, on the other hand, go tumbling and take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Worth it.
Because you're just bopping around in this hold, and you actually realize that the entire ship that you are on is being lifted out of the water.
Ooh.
And suddenly it cracks in half. And as you're kind of clinging to this to the sides of these ships and looking around and horrified, you are met with the face of a dragon that is holding you and staring at you. And it looks as though the wizard's hold, the mage's hold on this creature has broken.
Wow. I call it Bakunawa. Bakunawa.
Looks at you.
The spell is broken.
He looks pretty pissed.
Oh. Most honorable Bakunawa. We humble soul, we came here to free you.
Roll
The mage
persuasion.
is right there. Get your revenge. He did this to you.
I got 16.
Okay. He hasn't moved yet, but he does look at you, and he's got the other hand. He's got the other half, which is the half that's got the mage. He's kind of looking between you two as if he's deciding what he's going to do. And then he notices Bakit, who had thrown him snacks and an offering much earlier. And he kind of like nods, like, sup.
Doc?
And he turns and
Oh!
and he has destroyed the mage, the ship, and 2 of your goats. I'm sorry, they're gone.
Oh.
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 But
no,
the rest
ah.
of you and the other 2 goats, he gently lowers into the sea. And where you would expect to sink, because you are in half of a gutted open boat, the water actually cradles you. And you're kind of floating as if you're in one of those super salinated pods. And after a few moments, a dolphin pops up. Of you, kind of looking at you, and make an animal handling check to see if you can interact with these dolphins. So roll a d20 and then add your animal handling bonus.
As we're doing this, as we're being carried away in the water of the cradle, I out of my bag, I take out that children's picture book I had earlier, and I'm like, he didn't let me finish. I wanted an autograph. You actually see that after he gently puts you down graciously, he turns to look at the other boats or the other ships that are in the harbor and starts to go out after them. So he's a He's
dragon.
busy.
He's a dragon on a mission.
He's a dragon on a mission. I get it.
All right, how we do for animal handling check? 20 and up. 15 to 20. All right, nice. So Philip and Bathala, what'd you get?
16.
19.
Nice. So Bathala, you first kind of like tentatively put your arm around this dolphin, and the dolphin just kind of starts swimming you towards the shore. And meanwhile, you glance over, and Philip is like doing tricks, like they're bonding. He does this SeaWorld like nose push up out of the water, like it's impressive. He could absolutely be going somewhere with this if the cleric thing doesn't work.
I knew that class would pay off.
And then 10 to 15. All right. So after you see this and see that they don't seem to mean you any harm, Marismal, what'd you get?
14.
Nice. And Citadel?
13.
Awesome. So both of you were okay at this. You both managed to kind of hold on to your dolphin and be taken away. Marismal, you're so little that like your body's not even touching the water anymore. Like you're just splayed out on top of this dolphin. And then
Hold on.
it's like when a little kid's like on their parents' back and they go, "Oh, I'm gonna go in the water." That's you and the dolphin. And then what did Bucky get?
Got a 9.
A 9. Okay, so that's still enough to you're blubbing a little bit, like every once in a while. You're kind of big. The dolphin they gave you is kind of small, so it's just not really optimal. But you're getting there. You're getting there. So you all make your way to the shore. You can see all around you the remnants of the battle. It does look as though your people were able to prevail before the dragon was able to reach the shore, and everybody is celebrating. And you see a familiar face welcoming you on the beach, and it is Naya, who is congratulating you for doing such a wonderful job. And make an Arcana check. Anybody can do it. Everybody can do it if you want to. Okay, give me 1 second while I get to that slide. All right, what did we get?
14.
Okay. So 20 and up. 15 to 20. What'd you get?
15.
Okay, and then we had the 14. 10 to 15. Anybody else in that range? All right. Below. What did we get?
0.
Because you were negative.
What's Arcana?
Fantastic. And what did Bathala get?
I was supposed to do the 20, right? You said?
Yeah, a D20 plus your Arcana.
Okay, so 18 plus 5.
So yours was really
yeah.
good.
My bad.
All right, so everybody, no, that's totally good. You know, you're all looking at her. She does seem a little bit different. You think maybe it's just that she's so relaxed and like happy, that everything's been taken care of. But then Mary Small, you kind of notice that even though everybody on the shore is celebrating, people that you recognize from your village from your platoon that you've been fighting alongside, and they see you and they greet you and they don't seem to notice her, and that's a little strange. And Bathala, you are the only one who notices that there's a slight glow to her that makes her look a little bit different, kind of like the glow that was on the sea dragon. And you realize that she is not an average warrior, and that she is actually an avatar of Aman Sinaya. She is the goddess of the sea who has come down to ask you to help. And as you kind of realize that, she smiles at you and disappears.
Oh.
And you return to your village, where there is, or to the camp where there is much celebration before you will return back to your village as a full-flown hero, not just a folk hero, but someone whose name will be up and celebrated for generations to come, and celebrate your hero's welcome. And that is the end of our campaign. Good job, guys.
Cute ending.
I like that. That was great.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, that was so
I
much
love
fun.
the tidbits.
I got super scared that we were running into a mumo, and I was like, no, don't do that to me last minute.
No more. You guys won. We gotta celebrate, right? So yeah, I hope you had fun. I had fun putting it together.
Fun. Thank you.
It was
That
a
was so fun.
blast.
Yeah.
Thank you
for doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for babysitting us newbies too.
Yeah,
I still feel like there's so much I don't know, but this was fun. All y'all are amazing. I feel like, hold up, did I catch that? But yeah, the spells and stuff, getting all that together, and
I was really impressed that so many of you picked spellcasters. Spellcasting is hard. Even there are even people who played, I haven't DM'd that much, but I have played a fair number of games, and I think I've played a spellcaster twice. It's just so much to keep track of. But I think you guys did a really good job. You kept balance of your skills. You try to apply things and RP, and I thought you were a good group, and I had fun, and I hope you did too. So it was a very good one shot. Also, my one shots are usually 3 sessions because I don't know when to shut the hell up. So this worked out great.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I think thank you so much. I want like as it like playing with you as a DM, I really like I thought you did an amazing job, and especially like giving us like freedom to like try things and play around and how you were like a little loose with the rules, and it felt good. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me very happy.
I loved it.
All of y'all are hilarious and amazing. It was so fun. You guys are cool, man. I can't wait to hang out with y'all in person if we didn't live all in all these different areas.
And also,
this was fun. I want to like play D&D again more now.
yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll have a sequel in the world someday. So
For some reason, I totally thought it was going to be like a campaign versus like a one-off. So that's also why I picked this sorcerer. Otherwise, it would have just been like melee. Let's do this. But it still worked out.
yeah. I didn't want to. I mean, this was our first time playing. You guys are new, but I would absolutely be down to make this, make a sequel or make this a semi-regular thing if you are. So just,
Yeah, I like that, Marisol. I think I might go melee type too, because it's just trying to figure out all these spells is like, what?
Yeah, we could do a sequel where you're all melee characters instead of being all magic users and see how that works. But yeah, thanks a lot for playing.
Thank you for DMing.
Thank you.
This is awesome. Yeah, thank you.
The quest was really fun. I enjoyed everything you put together, and I, shout out to those slides.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Do you want to see my slides before I go?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Behind the scenes.
It's very hard for me to not show off my PowerPoints. That's also a teacher thing. Hold on, let me pull this sucker up.
I have so many tabs open because I was trying to like figure out spells and like bounce back and forth and like doing like searches, sorcerer spells for D&D, like boom, boom, boom.
All right. So it's not very pretty because it was just for me, but like I had my scene setting, I had like all your characters set up. I also used this to like keep track of what order everything was. And then my descriptions for everything. Sometimes I had notes for myself, like what you could do in a particular area. So these were all the things. So the only thing that you guys really missed was that I had a bunch of stuff for the camp if you wanted to go back to the camp first. So there was like a Olympia contest. Where you guys would have to like, it was like a cooking mama challenge. Like someone was actually doing the mixture, someone was rolling, someone was frying, someone was eating. And then there was a common area where you could either join in like ghost stories, and you could win a potion, but if you messed up, you would actually scare the troops. And then there was like a bard contest where you could like interpret. And then you could pray at the devotional area to receive a blessing. And if you went to the provisions test, you could have gotten some healing potions.
Oh man, awesome. Oh, that's so fun.
So, but then you guys went to the ship. You pretty much saw everything. You guys took a little while, and so some of the guards ended up getting affected. But this was what the guards would have looked like if you fought them. You just managed to scare them away. And then there were 3 places you could go below deck. So you guys went to the mess hall. And then in the crew quarters were 2 undead crews. But if you killed them, you could rest in the bunks to refresh. And then in steerage, there was a sea hag who was going to use illusion to try to like trick you into thinking it was somebody there to help you.
Wow.
And then the captain's quarter puzzle that we had. And then, that was my Deanie's death, because I knew Tina had to leave early, and I was like, don't tell them, I'll just kill you. So, and then at the dawn, if you had gone up to the front, there was basically like a giant kaiju battle where like like giant Tabakano would come out of the water and like protect you. While the sea dragon but it was everything for being thrown around was really high level, so it was a much higher stakes fight so than what you ended up doing. So that was pretty much everything.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Now that I have an idea,
Awesome.
like I definitely want to come a different way at it. I'm gonna definitely approach it differently.
Yeah, that's how I feel like that's how all your like tabletop games are at first. Is that your first session or your first? It definitely, at least even your first session with like a new group, even if you've played before or DM before, that your first time you're kind of like,
getting your feet
how
wet.
am I going to do this? Yeah. How am I going to do this? How am I going to talk to these people? How am I going to play this character? The last campaign that I just did, I played the whole first session with a character, and I came back the next week and I was like, I don't like them. Can you kill them? And I'll be somebody else. And we did. We ended up swapping it out. But it's all about like playing it. Just like, when you play a role or something, you have to try it out a couple different ways sometimes. So yeah, I'd definitely be down to try it again at a later date. And thanks for joining us. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Great seeing y'all.
Thank
All
you.
right. Bye, guys.
Y'all
Thanks so
are awesome.
much.
Bye.
Thank you.
y'all.
Bye.